Set myself up. Start streaming. Okay. G'day and welcome back for more wrong way down. I have someone who is probably going to, well, hopefully at least vaguely help me with my wheels. For those of you who aren't familiar with him, this is Wasted. He is probably a big reason why I know anything about space engineers. So, tell me what I did wrong.
A bit too much credit, I think. Surely.
No, not really.
If anything, we're certainly at the point where the Padawan has overtaken the Master.
Yeah, I still get schooled sometimes though.
Yeah, well, I can see what you've done wrong. You see, it's got a bit of a dent here at the front.
Yeah. I'm not even sure that was me.
Please tell me. You say that. I rewatched some of the episodes just before starting this, and this looks very, very similar to some damage you took at the end of part 2.
Maybe.
Because wasn't there a cockpit here at one point?
Maybe. we won't talk about that. For those of you wondering, Capac is sort of here. He is in this cryopod. And if you switch to his point of view, you will see that he is in this cryopod and he is watching me right now. We're going to leave him there until he wakes up. So hopefully we don't get him killed. What's that?
So what's more disturbing, us staring in at him or the fact that he's in there staring out at us?
Well, we can't see him. I really wish you could.
Oh yeah, you can only see out, can't you?
Yeah. It's frosted over from our point of view.
Do you think you could give me a little rundown on what the hell is going on?
Yeah. So.
It's dark.
It's very dark.
Which I picked up.
It's cold. For some reason, despite us being on an ice lake, we've got low O2, which I didn't think would happen. I thought most of the ice lakes were at sea level, but this one apparently is not. We have made it about... Where's the North Pole? 46 kilometers from the North Pole. And if I jump to my spectator cam, and if I press K, GPS, and... Oh, we can't multi... Dang it, I'm going to have to do it this way. And if I enable every single GPS, we should be able to see the trail, which you won't be able to see, but will give us a bit of an idea. Basically, pole to pole with only wheels. No thrusters.
Okay.
Not even to help the wheels. Not even to build a scout craft. Because, you know, you got to have some chance of taking...
You've also got some friends nearby.
Yeah, the Serenity shouldn't be too much of a problem. I hope. Because I didn't enable the mod that makes it a problem. So for those of you who can see my point of view, if I put all markers visible, you'll see that we have a rough path of our journey down and all of the spots where we stopped, resulting in where we currently are. And apparently I took a... Oh, those would be those detours to the bases. So last time we had a few enemies. And he's wasted too quiet. Is that what I'm hearing? Should be able to...
Supposedly. I don't have much up left on my end, I've got to be honest.
This might help.
I've done what I can.
I just boosted Wasted as loud as I can with Discord.
Are we listening too much with our minds and not enough with our hearts? What? Yes, that's it. That man's got it. Nice one, Dusty.
I have Capac level HUD clutter now. So the hope today is that I haven't got as many enemies as last time, since last time we spent the entire time fighting off 3 bases that were sending drones against us, and then a 4th spawned and sent really nasty Lucas drones against us and did horrible damage to everything.
Sounds like you need to keep moving, friend.
A little bit.
Sounds like stopping's your problem. They come and find you.
A little bit. Little bit. It was hard to move, though, when you were getting shot.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that.
But yeah, you're right. The Assertive Installations bases are active, so there is the possibility that another one could spawn.
And that when they do, they'll be quite happy to come and see you.
Yeah.
Drop by for a visit.
Yeah. So, I figure we've got a bit of ice lake to cover. Oh, wait. I don't have a South Pole marker, that's right. Bit of ice lake to cover, so that'll be relatively easy to drive. And we can probably first start by getting... Oh, I accidentally painted Capac the wrong colour. First start by getting some ice, since we have no drill attachment anymore. And then we could get on our way. Because I've been using a hydrogen engine which got destroyed as my power source. So at the moment, we're just using these wind turbines up the top.
The wind turbine powered car. Okay then.
Well, it's got a battery. I hope the battery's... The battery is getting charged right now. From the wind turbines.
Something about the physics of that seems a little wrong, but no, sure, we'll buy it.
Yeah. So...
And the drills on the front, are they just for show, or...?
A little bit. They had an idea in mind, but they just don't work anymore. They just will never get... They'll never work as they're intended. So now they're just for show.
Fair enough.
So I've previously built nice, tall, piston-mounted drill rigs on this thing, but obviously, you know, top-heavy.
Yeah, I noticed that was gone. Last I saw this, it was still on there.
So what
Have you actually found a way out of... I'm just looking around at the shadows that totally surround us. Any idea if there is even a way out of this particular lake?
Well, if there isn't, we'll have to make one. I think there's a valley to the southeast that we can hopefully exit via.
Okay. Lead on, Capitan.
So what my first thought was, we've now got 8 sets of 8 wheels between the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. I thought if we made a little hole in the deck, we could have a piston-mounted drill that could go downward that would be at least relatively safe to use.
You're doing your scraping again, but putting it clear enough from the wheels this time.
Yeah.
That you don't fall down your own hole.
And also have it retractable so I don't have...
So clip it on the hills and so on when you're trying to climb.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm kind of afraid that landing gear at the back's going to do as well.
Oh yeah, the landing gear's temporary. That's just to allow the wind turbines to work.
Of course, it's got to be a static grid, hasn't it?
Yeah. So locked it to the ground so that we could get that up and functional. Have you got yourself... I think there might be a set of OK tools. At least a welder
Any
and
sort
a
of tools would be
grinder.
great.
Oh, that's right. Spawn without tools. I always play with that. If you come up this way, there is an assembler, which has a couple of tools in it. Oh, did I just get rid of your way?
I'm kind of stuck in the hole.
There you go.
Thank you.
So there you go. Assembler with grinder, rifle, and welder.
The full second of lag when I press forward before I actually move is interesting.
Yep. Yep. Somehow I know exactly how you feel. Not sure how that's come to pass, but I do know exactly how you feel. Feel free to make yourself a hydrogen tank too. Hydrogen bottle.
I'm not sure I should be allowed to fly.
Oh, I was kind of hoping you
I
would.
don't think I'll last very long.
That's why I was offering. Oh, how did auto-rotate get on?
Alright, if I construct myself a... Because there's no drill in there either.
Oh yeah, build whatever you need to. I'm just building a little hole in the deck. Mikhail, I think that might stay there, at least until it gets shot. So for those of you wondering where Capac is, he's actually asleep. So that's why I thought putting him in the cryopod would be fitting. He did promise he would turn up at some point. So I thought rather than not having his perspective like last time, I would start him streaming while he's asleep, and then whenever he gets up, he'll just already be in and be very confused, which is perfect. Since he's most entertaining.
We've also got... You've got progression as well.
Oh, right. I can fix that for you, though.
I can't even make anything. I'm the most useless man.
There you go.
When you said I'm allowed to sit at the back and just make a acerbic commentary, I didn't realise that was literally all I was doing. You tools, no. Blocks, no. Just stand there and speak bad about me.
Oh dear. Oh, good. I was worried for a second that we had no ice. It's actually not particularly early here. It's 8:30 in the morning. So I figured that wasn't too horrible by Capac standards. It's not my usual...
these heavy armor blocks down here.
Yeah, I think we should get rid of them for the moment. Because then we can put a twin pair of drills that'll fit in this hole.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you got a clever idea of fitting more through it.
No, I think any clever idea of fitting more through it just results in a really clangy mess. Should probably do it sensibly.
No! Clangy mess is my bread and butter.
Yeah, pistons love to push objects block-sized through block-sized holes.
Mikhail, I'm hoping that Capac wakes up and sees what he's been... whatever we're driving towards from his front of the rover view.
I mean, preferably we're going downhill at high velocity at the pointy joints.
Yes. See, Wasted's got it.
Maybe without parachutes.
Shh, that never happened.
Are you allowed parachutes?
Yes. Parachutes are okay, because we have to recreate that moment. That's why you're here, right? See if you can recreate that moment with 400 ping.
Yeah, I don't fancy trying that again, actually. Having rewatched it recently, still not entirely sure how he came down without breaking anything.
For those of you not familiar, that was on a Sunday stream over on Shaq's channel where I made a complete fool of myself by only putting not enough canvas in parachute blocks, and we jumped off a cliff and only survived because Wasted managed to fix the wheels in time. Hey, Octavio. Glad you could make it this time. It is a bit of a friendlier time for us Aussies. Alright, that should do. I might put a bridge across here.
Are you planning on leaving it there?
The hole?
Yeah, is it going to be a permanent thing?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Probably weld up the blocks then, unless you want to leave your rear wheels behind at some point.
Sure, we can do that. Welding might be advisable. It was suggested many times in chat, and Tex sensibly did start to follow it, was trying to build a heavy armor skeleton so that when we got shot it was less likely we'd drop wheels, but I'm sure we can continue that at some point.
With being shot problems as well.
It shouldn't be too many of them at the moment, because we haven't moved far and nothing's spawned as far as I can tell. Definitely want to get a medical room so that recharging doesn't take half an hour. Honestly, I think the quick medbay recharge is one of my favourite additions in the survival update. I'm going to have to remove...
Kind of a weird addition in that it was a necessary one to make it make sense, but...
Yeah.
I think I'm with you there, I do like it.
I need to lose the Capac decoy, and maybe I will join this down this way. Oh, in case you're wondering, this O2H2 generator at the back here is intentionally not connected to the cargo system.
Okay.
Because if we're using an hydrogen engine, we want to make sure that we've got some safe hydrogen.
Got stuff for bottles.
Yeah. But I may move it anyway, because I don't think it's in the best spot for that purpose. Carnage, that is nuts. I hope the lack of sleep is worth it. What have I done?
Alarm for work goes off in just over 4 hours. Well, that's perfect. Streamload just finished.
Yes. That's coming from a man who doesn't sleep.
Well, I do sleep sometimes. It's just during the daytime.
Fair enough. I try not to do that by choice. Where do you reckon we could put this O2H2 gen for being useful? The safety one. So I was thinking...
Structurally, an O2 gen is not bad because they can't deform, so they can...
So you reckon...
Like, they have to be hit hard enough that it actually does the full damage of the block in one hit.
Well, maybe just between us in this hole in the floor would be good, because we might be able to reach it from the ground as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just a little too far forward for me to place it.
Sorry. If you'll wait just a couple of moments while my character wakes up.
So, how are you feeling with this lag? Like,
As long as I don't fly, I'm kind of alright. It's when I fly around, it's horrible.
Yep. Yep. Sticking to the ground is certainly the better way to go.
Fly or get too near objects.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what your experience will be once we start driving, which I'm deliberately delaying at the moment until there's daylight.
Oh yeah, I figured as much. So you're actually in a place where you get daylight now.
Yes, yes. Unlike the last time where I had to build a whole bunch of lights around me so that I had daylight, some light, which was awkward. Okay, we have ice in the backup generator.
Right, what can I help with? If anything.
Where do you reckon... Well, I was thinking of bringing the pipes down the middle of this little passageway here for the drill rig. And maybe if we can get...
Straight into the assembler? Or...
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Unless you got a better plan?
Not particularly with how things are laid out, no. Unless,
That's a fair comment.
actually just under here would be the refinery.
Yes.
Connection point, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Might be better to go straight into the refinery.
Fair enough.
Thinking is normally if it goes through the assembler, it fills up the assembler's inventory.
Yeah, because it gets pulled one by one, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm thinking if we go with the conveyors over here. So you've gotten used to a little bit of the build planner now?
A little bit, yeah. I've got to say, I still prefer easy inventory, but I'm familiar enough with it that I can kind of get along with it well enough. You know, it's not a bad system by any means. It's just I don't. Maybe I'm so used to easy inventory that I can't now adapt. But
yeah,
certainly I still feel more comfortable with that system than this one.
I completely agree. It's a good implementation, but whichever you were used to first is obviously going to be the one that you have the most ease of use for. There we go. I think that'll work. 2 pistons. That'll get us 20 meters into the ground. The drill heads are just inside the deck of the body when it's retracted. It's not too crazy tall.
With this lag, I can't recharge my energy properly.
Do you need to sit in a seat?
It's going in like fits and starts because it thinks I'm letting go of the button.
Oh no.
It's alright, it does get there eventually. I've never seen that happen before. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then we just curve it up from the floor access there.
Might do...
Yeah, I'd go along rather than...
Yeah. Just thought I'd give it another attachment point just in case. That should work. Considering the number of different ways I've tried to drill so far in this series, I think this one is the most robust and probably the most boring, but also the most stylish. Yay! Daylight!
Stylish?
Wow! You should have seen the other ones.
No,
You've seen a bit of them. They were
judging
horrible.
pursuit.
Oh, it's a low bar that I'm clearing. Do keep that in mind. Good morning, Capac.
Garg.
As you might notice, you're already streaming and you're already in a cryopod.
What?
And unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to get moving while you joined.
Wait. What?
What?
Ow.
What?
That's a,
You might want to put the microphone in front of your face.
it's a very forward-facing cryopod.
Well, I thought if you didn't join for a while and we got on the move, it'd make for a nice time lapse.
Yeah. And a meat shield.
Well, yeah.
Yep, let the guy who's asleep soak up all of the first bullets.
Sounds about
You are on top of
right.
the cockpit. You can take out both people at once. It'd be perfect.
Production. We need some small steel tubes. So we're building a drill rig to quickly grab some ice and then we're going to get on our way.
Ah. Drills, you say.
So some of you might notice Capac is still sick.
More or less. What happened to all those guys that were trying to kill us?
We killed him. You can go loot him if you want. You should still have markers for him. Maybe?
I got a trail, I got an unknown signal, and I got a trail. Those are the only markers that I have.
Oh. I think I made GPS markers of at least one of them. There's one. There's another. So if you want to go do something with them to grab some stuff before we get out of here, because it won't be long.
So, what are those? Just things that got shut down?
No, they're the observer bases that we took out.
Oh.
They were the things that were spawning the problems for us.
Ah, I see.
So if you wanted to...
Alright, I'll have a look. I'll see what I can see.
You do that, because I think wasted attempting to fly that far might end horribly / hilariously for him.
At least I'd be a long way from any near objects. It'd literally just be the ground I had to worry about.
That is true.
Okay, apparently the bottle of hydrogen I had was not full.
You walking back?
Sort of walking / falling.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, I'm on the ground, if that makes you feel better. I said
Sure.
walking / falling because I'm coming down the side of a mountain.
Mm-hmm. There you go, Capac. You're getting respect in chat for turning up sick.
Huzzah!
And since we're in the same room, infecting me.
Well, good. I'll teach you a lesson.
Alrighty. That's a drill rig done.
There's got to be some sort of punishment for being this upbeat at this time of the morning.
I'm a morning person.
I am
I
not.
can't help it. Cool. I think we should get a little control seat, and then we can have it be the drill controls.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just being paranoid again.
Oh, no. You be paranoid.
Something about you keep attaching large bits of metal to blocks with no parts in them.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a bad habit I have. I know this. Okay. We probably could put some refinery upgrades on it at some point. That is a good suggestion. Alright, drill.
You're going to be really pulling enough stuff in to make it worth it?
Well, you get more out of stone.
I suppose if you put the right one on, yeah.
Like just a couple of, just like a yield module, but I don't know if I picked up any gold at any point.
Yeah.
Because you need gold for that. Drills.
Well, that's annoying.
Actually, wasted. Shall I give you control over setting up this thing?
If you want.
Yeah. Gotta live dangerously.
Alright. Aggie breaking of the pistoning having.
I mean, I can turn share inertia tensor on for all of them if you like.
I don't know. That's, to be honest, these days, pistons are more your cup of tea, so you tell me what you'd do with that.
Yeah, I'll put them on.
Oh, well, that's not going anywhere.
So with drills, typically my experience has been that if you drill at 0.4 meters per second or less, they'll clear out the voxels in time before you smash your drills into them.
Okay.
Though on servers, that experience may vary.
Conditions may apply.
Yes. Alright, since Wasted's doing that...
Please check
Oh,
the
wait.
end user license agreement.
20 meters should be enough that we get some stone from this. So we should get some more iron. Hey, Tex.
Nothing Splitsie says should be considered legal advice.
Capac, could you go into Discord, please, and boost Wasted's volume to 200%?
What?
Okay.
We're doing this thing, alright.
I'm going to go over to Capac's computer and I'm going to fix his volume. I'll tap. So right click on Wasted. Go to user volume and drag it all the way up. There you go.
Okay.
It's a live tech support experience there, boys and girls.
Hearing me in the background. It is one handy thing about having Capac right next to me. It does make it easier to fix things.
It's a hell of a lot easier than trying to explain it through over voice comms, yeah.
Yeah. When I can point my finger at a screen.
Where is the chat?
Oh. We're drilling.
Nah.
Nice. Oh, Capac, do you not have chat up? Yep.
No.
I need to strengthen this thing so I can take out the middle.
Text support. Very funny.
Well, it's usually...
Oh.
It's often text being supported, isn't it, Tex? Oh, I think I'm going to have to remove one of these things to weld that middle block. It can stay unwelded. Alright, is that going deep enough to get... No, it's still just ice. I should build another hydrogen engine then.
I don't even have any trail mix or anything.
The layer of ice on a lake tends to be pretty deep. I doubt we'll go through it with two pistons.
Yeah.
Not starting this high up.
Oh well, we can go pick some up at the valley at the end if we get that far. Do do do. Make me my parts. Hang on. While I'm waiting for that, I can probably do this. Copy link.
Yeah?
Nope. Nope. Discord
Yeah,
doesn't like
there it goes.
Doesn't like that. Come on, give me my engine.
Oh.
Oh wait, I don't need to do that.
Oh, these aren't berries, they're just red leaves.
They just look like the berries from Medieval Engineers.
I'm getting real hungry out here.
Are you still walking back?
Yep.
You could have asked me to bring you a bottle.
I could have.
Would you like me
Whoa.
to bring you a bottle?
Ow. That's fine, I'm almost back. Oh, it's getting real dark down there.
Oh no.
I mean, it's not nighttime dark, but it's Shadow of Giant Mountain dark.
Oh, Drat,
Ooh.
we've taken too long.
3.9, 4 clicks out. Expert transport courier. And also the dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like if you're lucky, there might be a way out on the right-hand side over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Can you retract the drills?
Yeah, the drills are.
Okie dokie. Time to unlock our landing gear.
It looks like we might be lucky here, and it was literally just the peak of the mountain to our right. If you look, it's actually okay. We got some light for a little bit still.
Alright, let's take advantage of it then.
Why is nighttime bad?
It's dark, and it's full of terrors.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Oh.
Okie dokie. We are on... What?
Do you want me to get in and out of this cockpit?
Oh, no.
Wait, don't drive off without me.
Sorry!
Also, sudden braking maneuvers may result in face into back of vehicle.
Oh, right, because you were in that cockpit I couldn't drive.
Yeah, not driving off without me would be nice too.
I think I'm driving towards you.
No, you're not. You're running away from him
very much
pretty
not so.
effectively.
Oh, I didn't see him back there. Do you need me to lower it down so you can hop on?
No, I'm good. I had a tiny bit of hydrogen
Okay.
left.
And away we go.
There's a healing box.
So, Wasted, feel free to change wheel settings if you feel that it would be beneficial. Because I think I've got this... I think I just set this a bit too stiff.
It does look pretty stiff, yeah. But then that's not going to matter until we're on terrain that isn't flat, so...
Yeah. Which is getting closer.
Need some of these.
That valley looks fairly narrow.
It does, doesn't it?
Except I think I recognise it.
Yep. I wonder if you have used this lake for something before.
I think this lake has been used for something before. I think it was a base about here. And I seem to remember that we might have approached it from above.
And I managed to get pinned down under enemy fire, I think.
I think, yeah.
Aha.
Really can't see anything there.
Equipped.
No. That doesn't look great.
No, I'm with you. That looks pretty horrid. But there are trees at the top, lower down than the peak, so it's probably mostly grassy. It'll just be pretty gnarly.
Yeah. We might need some additional spotlights
Yeah?
before we attempt this. I have an idea.
I really don't want to carry this many bullets.
If we add on
What?
a little couple of slopes out to the side here, And out to the side here, we should be able to pop a couple of spotlights on rotors nice and far back so that we've got a decent bit of spread on their light. And angle them nicely.
I see what you mean, yeah.
Fuel low.
What?
As long as I don't run out of fuel and plummet to my death.
Why is nothing working?
Critical.
What are you trying to do?
I took 100 bullets out of this thing, and now I can't put them back in.
Out of what thing?
Out of the cargo.
Which cargo are you trying to access?
Whichever this one is. Small cargo container 14. No, it's full.
Yeah, they're probably all full of ice. Yeah. There we go. Escape Unlikely comes out every Wednesday. That's just how often I can get it done.
And I can't fill up my gas bottles.
You need to take a little bit of ice out, and then you can pop your bottle in.
Sounds complicated.
Wasted. You might notice something special in your G menu that's different to these spotlights. It's called a high-powered spotlight. It is the one cheat I gave myself.
What?
Oh, sorry. I'm putting the wrong ones down then.
No, I forgot to mention to you that they were a thing.
It wasn't the one that stood out to me, to be honest. There was the Capac wave decoy that stood out the most. But
There's also a Splitsie one.
Wait, is there another
I need
O2
these.
generator that's not connected?
Yes, there is an O2H2 generator that's not connected. It's at the rear of the vehicle, so you should probably use that one.
Yeah,
your
apparently, because when I did as you suggested, it just instantly filled with ice again.
That's just because you're too slow.
Yes.
Okay.
this is good. Makes me glad I didn't criticise your decision to do this in the first place. Because in the back of my mind, I was thinking to myself, yeah, but spotlights are so awful that this isn't going to do anything anyway. But he had a solution.
I did. I figured light, given that, you know, streaming this was probably a fair enough cheat.
Yeah, I think so.
How are they different than regular spotlights?
They can go up to 600 meters.
Oh.
So you could actually use them as, like, warning spotlights if you slave them to a turret. So you could actually light up an enemy drone that's in range. Just something I really want to use them for in something at some point. Alright. Let's just do this manually for now.
Well, we really this low on steel plates.
Yeah. Let's set that out to there. And they are a fair bit. They're a little bit more expensive than the other ones, so
Yeah, I noticed there was a bit of a balance in there.
yeah. It took me a while to test a few different ones because there were quite a few different options out there, and this was the one that seemed the best.
Yeah, that is way better. Look at that. Vision.
Yeah. Now I could almost be cocky enough to drive all night. Alright, are you guys aboard? Capac?
Yeah,
Secure? Enough?
more or less.
Oh no. Despite me having main cockpit wasted, you're still in control.
Yeah. Very right time.
Would you mind hopping out and hopping back into your seat? No, it still says someone else. Capac!
What?
It's you!
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's everyone! No! Alright, we need passenger seats elsewhere. This is ridiculous. Even though I made the rover cockpit
everybody out of the vehicle.
main cockpit.
That's right, we'll just roll backwards to freedom.
Okay. What the... Why... Capac... Seat remote with higher priority is already occupied. What?
Huh? We've been hijacked. It's like one of those speed movies. There's a bomb on the rover.
Alright, everyone needs to hop out of their cockpits.
Well, and we must stay above 0.4 meters a second to survive.
Yes.
I think we'll be alright.
I don't think we will.
Keanu just might get aboard without stealing a bunch of other vehicles this time.
You know what? Yeah, Capac, you drive.
Can do.
Wasted, you may need to hop out because I don't think he can control it yet.
I'm not in.
Oh.
I haven't been in this whole time.
Oh. I could just see... It's just because of where I could see your marker. It looked like it was still on the...
I
Thing.
can't control anything.
Oh, dear. Have we completely broken this thing?
I think we broke it, yeah.
Huh. Alright, Capac. Let's replace the cockpit. So this is still a thing. Nope. Okay. Too many cockpits. Let's get rid of the other cockpits.
We need to get rid of the one at the back. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's that one that's doing it.
Dang it. Maybe we'll need to put a button panel down here for the drills.
Too many
every time I
cockpits
got into
spoil
that.
the broth.
Every time I got into that one, there was no someone else is using the seat.
Whoa!
Huh. I thought that was still attached.
What?
Can you
Was
cra-
that the cryopod?
I'm glad I wasn't in that when that happened.
Well, it would have made for an interesting challenge for us to try and keep you alive in that, even though it was disconnected. Alright, Capac, show us how it's done.
What?
You're driving.
I am?
Yes. Are you building a toilet?
Yeah, I was making another seat. I still got no steering.
Okay. Hop out. Seat remote with higher priority. What the heck?
Wait, does this thing have a remote block on it somewhere?
No.
It doesn't. Unfortunately, I suspect your only solution to this is a copy-paste.
I think you could be right. Let's...
I suspect it thinks I'm still in
Wait.
that back seat, even
Yeah.
though there is no back seat.
I think you're right.
Wait, you destroyed the toilet.
Bypass. I'm going to put it somewhere. We needed a better view. Just sit up there next to the spotlights.
Alright, let's see if this one works, and then I'll delete the other one. Yes, this one works. Although, gonna have to set up all the hotbars again. Okay. Before I forget, turn creative mode tools off. Yep, Capac, you can definitely drive.
What's this thing?
Now
down
that I
the
see where
bottom?
Wasted's put the toilet.
Conveyor junction. What?
What?
Why is there a conveyor junction down here that doesn't seem to serve any purpose?
It may have served a purpose in the past. Anyway, Capac, you're driving. Get in. And Wasted's on the can on top of you.
Well, that doesn't look right.
Go on.
I'm gonna have to speak to my plumber.
Much better view up here, though.
This is true.
Refreshing breeze.
Oh, it's
No better
very
place to be.
dark.
Yep.
Where are we going?
Forward. We want to head south, Capac. We made about 5 kilometers last time. I want to make at least 10 this time.
You're in an awkward area, though. Once you clear this, there are some places you'll make some good speed.
Yeah.
But you're in the mountains.
I would like to get out of the mountains today if we can. So Wasted, Capac knows nothing of how to set up wheels. I might leave you in charge of helping him. Considering I'm probably the best equipped one to keep doing stuff while we move.
Oh, this is very
Sure.
steep. Also, the ramp is...
Ramp is catching.
Yep.
Probably need to ditch the landing gear as well for some of these.
Oh, yep.
Steep enough.
I'll ditch the landing gear.
I need more power.
I'm working on it.
No vomit seat this time.
What, with the spinny thing?
Yeah, the weighted vomit seat. Yeah. It's kind of nice being driven around. I should bring the chauffeur more often.
Come on, you can do it.
Try and keep your momentum up if you can. I think we might be catching on the right-hand side, actually.
Oh, I can't see anything over there.
Let me move the... spin the lights out wider.
I might try and pop down a couple of interior lights as well to give you a bit of situational awareness.
Add some spinning rims while you're at it.
It's a pity we can't add stuff to wheels. That was always a sad moment when that changed. Couldn't do double wide wheels.
Long, wide load.
Yeah. So where are we snagged?
I could not tell you.
I think we're on the right-hand side wheels, just
So-
getting caught on the side, essentially.
So Capac, you'll get more power if you don't turn. The reason for that is you'll be scrubbing anytime you turn. Although maybe if I put the driver assistance script on, we could get some degree of Ackerman steering going on.
Have you not got that at the moment?
No. Do you want me to add it?
Okay, so center wheels... No, I meant as far as any sort of...
No.
Oh, you're referring to Ackerman just on the front rather than the center as well. Have you already got the center with adjusted turning?
I don't. I think the turning is just off for the center ones.
Just put a rocket on the back.
No. No rockets. No
Whoosh.
thrusters. That's the lazy man solution. I need more hydrogen before I drop off the back of this ride.
I think you need to come at this with a bit more speed.
Yeah, you might need to get a bit of a run up.
Momentum, because there's no way you're getting that rear wheel on the ground or the front left, so you've got much less power than you normally would. Won't need to go too fast, but a bit of momentum will help.
I get to do good angles while Capac's driving. Huh.
Nope.
Why this doesn't seem that bad a slope.
No, it really doesn't.
It doesn't seem like
And-
something we
and-
should be struggling with this badly.
There's really not much room left to put stuff up any further. Like, that's 100% friction now. All I can really do is lower the strength a bit further, but... I still don't think I'm going to be able to get that front wheel on the ground when we're going up over there.
Oh, some of the wheels don't have full power.
What?
Yeah. I was just
That's a
looking
bit
through them
bizarre.
individually and a couple of them were still set to 60%.
Uh,
I don't know that maybe all of the wheels aren't in the wheels group.
I'm not actually using the wheels group, I've manually selected
The
them.
third set of wheels are moving with the steering.
Yeah, Wasted's been adjusting them so that they move a little bit
Oh.
and you get a degree of... So you get less scrubbing.
I was going to, but I have to say, I hadn't touched it yet.
Oh. Well, I think maybe I'd set them up at some point in the past. Steering on, steering angle. Yeah, I'd set them up because they were previously the rear wheels. Oh. Oh, geez, 20 meters a second. This could end so horribly.
Yeah, not really.
Alright, Capac. Maybe I'll try a little bit of piloting for a second, because I may have a couple of things that could work.
I don't think it's worth noting it looks any better beyond that little rise.
Yep.
In fact, I think from the brief glimpse I got when we got close, it looks a lot worse. It looks like it gets quite a lot narrower.
I wonder if a part of our problem is the fact that we've filled our entire grid with ice.
Yeah, that probably has some impact. Yeah, we're still processing it as well. There's loads of ice in here.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, we're heavy.
It might not be too bad after that first rise.
Oh. That's neatly timed.
Yeah. Fake sunlight.
You might not be too bad after that next rise. Yeah, sure, if you say so.
We may need to dump...
Just fine.
Oh, I didn't get that far on foot.
I think we need to dump ice.
I think, yeah. Surely we don't need that much.
Yeah.
Given that mostly it's been able to run on the batteries.
Yeah, we are gonna have to dump ice out. Or add more wheels. I think...
Oh, and it's dark again.
The best spots... So where's it? Connector. Connector and sorter. Maybe up there I'll do.
You don't have a great spot for this.
No, I'm going to attach it off the top of the drill bit.
Yeah.
And just let it roll off the back of the vehicle. I was thinking something like this should do the trick.
Yeah. In a sort of slightly ugly way. It's all going to bounce off the back, but
yeah,
that should be amusing if nothing else.
I'm hoping this thing is temporary.
Breadcrumbs. Adding a hydrogen tank would decrease the weight, technically, not to destroy, yeah.
Do you guys want to add a hydrogen tank then? We could maybe move that antenna off and pop it somewhere there, or if you got a better spot, and I'll do this. So we can at least try and...
That, I think the antenna spot's probably the only spot you could fit it.
Yeah. Because, yeah, the guys are right.
How massive they are.
3 by 3 by 3. Because, yeah, at least then we could save some hydrogen rather than just throwing it all away. Though, I think the engine is probably not... Oh, no, the engine is full of hydrogen, so we're generating more than we're burning right now.
Help! I've fallen and I cannot get up.
Oh, do you need a bottle?
Yes.
So we can't reach that O2 gen from... No, not at all. Where are you?
Well, not on this sort of slope, at least.
No. There you go.
Dang you.
I've fallen and I can't get up. Production. Oh wait, hang on. We should probably take advantage of this newfound over ground situation and drill while we're here as well.
Well, we didn't just fill it a little bit with ice.
Yeah.
It is absolutely 100% completely full.
Yeah. Yeah. Oops.
Like, can't even produce stuff territory.
So we've got too much ice to be able to get up the hill.
Mm-hmm.
And Splitsie's solution is that we need more rocks.
No. Yeah. There you go, giant boulders of ice ejecting out the back.
And no lights to see them.
Oh, you can fix that. Oops.
Wow, that ejector is really high up. And it's really propelling those things out at high speeds.
Yes. Okay, what's our mass at now? Oh, we're down about 60,000 kilograms from where we were.
Ow.
Did you just get flattened by an ice boulder?
Yep.
Did it actually hurt you?
It killed me.
Oh, man. Yep, that's what you're here for, Capac.
Yeah, that ice is dangerous.
A giant ice boulder is rolling at your face and you're surprised that it's dangerous. Alright, it is filling.
Help as well. Yeah, unfortunately it'll be quite slow with only one gen, but
No,
better than nothing, at least we'll have some on us.
is it only... Oh, yeah. No, we've got multiple gens.
Okay, it'll still be quite slow.
Oh, yeah.
I promise you that much. 0.3, 0.4.
How's our mass on this thing going? We're almost down 200,000 kilos.
Yeah, this is all going to help a lot. I mean, most of it's through chucking it out the back, but it will not be a bad thing to have a bit of hydrogen stored on here as well.
Yeah, the engine's full of hydrogen as well, so that'll give us a bit of extra power life. Alright, everyone's aboard.
The battery.
I am going to attempt to drive forward again.
Good luck.
Oop. What the heck?
Did you just crash into ice boulders?
You're crashing into your own ice boulders.
Oh. It's further than we made it before.
Now only trees and the steepest bit to deal with.
Yep.
Oh, and all the rocks.
Oh yeah, that too. That's fine.
Uh-oh. We're sliding backwards.
Have we run out of ice now?
I think so. Let's have a look. No. Oh, it's all in the generators, though.
Okay, good.
So it's only about 20, 25k at most.
So not much to go. Why am I...
We've, like, halved our weight.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, there we go. Time for trees. Oh, what am I wedged on? Am I wedged on?
Probably another
A
tree.
tree. Yeah, you probably want to let that one despawn.
Blam.
I've seen those things
Ow.
rip wheels off. Yep, those ones that get stuck inside like that, I've seen that be the end of a wheel or two.
Oh, you probably
Yep.
want to swing around a bit to the right.
Yeah, I need to kind of do a 200-point turn to do so, though. Come on, despawn, would you?
Oh man, these spotlights are making everything all cross-hatched.
Yeah. I don't know how well we're going to do getting through this bit.
Full speed ahead.
This is full speed ahead.
I told you we needed rockets.
No rockets! Yeah, I wonder if we will have to drill our way through this, or if we have another creative solution to this problem. Because I don't know that I'm going to be able to get this over this little divot in the ground that we're currently floating over. So we're kind of wedged in a little hole right now.
Oh, there's... yeah.
I've only got 3 or at most 4 wheels on the ground at a lot of times.
I could try digging some of it out.
Well, let me try and pop those 2 front drills on my hotbar. See what they'll clear out, if they clear out anything. I don't think they'll do much. They may do something.
Oh, you're using right click and essentially trying to...
Yeah.
Maybe. I think they might be a bit high up.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I'm going to have to do... The problem is... I'm going to have to use the toolbar to do that, which means all 4 drills do this.
Hang on, I can turn the rear drills off.
Does that work? Because I don't think it does.
You might be right, actually. They are off, so...
Mm.
And that's, yeah.
Yeah, they're not doing anything, are they? Those drills.
No.
They are doing absolutely not. Right. So, solutions? Thoughts?
Explosives.
No. I mean, you probably could put a wire here and make a horrible hole for us to drive into and crash. Or we could try just doing a little bit of hand drilling.
We convert this thing into a tunnel machine. And we tunnel through to the other side.
A lot of people have suggested tunneling. I just think it will make for the most dull viewing experience ever.
No, people love rocks.
Staring at rocks for 4 hours as we drill through a mountain.
I know people who do that for fun.
Capac, using yourself as an example when you call yourself people
No,
is
I'm
not valid.
I'm not a lepidopterist. I don't have the patience for that.
Alright, Capac, have you got a drill?
Yeah.
Alright. Help clear a bit of a path.
No, I'm trying.
Where? Oh, you're clearing that side. Okay. I suppose the other option we could do is build some sort of miniature bridge just over this little gap here.
Except we don't have any steel.
Well, that's easy to fix.
It is?
Yeah. We turn the drills on. And we drill some stone.
Try going more to your left a bit.
Go more to the left.
Yeah.
Whoa, don't go too far.
Wedged on something.
Nah, that's sorry. I missed the bit you're wedged on there. It was out of my light. And I'm just thinking, trying to straddle it does not working.
Yeah, we need to get up on one side of it,
So
don't
if
we?
you can sort of get a bit one-sided, it might actually give us more grip in the long term. Yeah, getting up that, however.
Is the left side better than the right, you think?
No, actually, maybe not.
Ow.
Did I just kill you?
It's ran me over.
It's a dangerous job mining down there. Come on. Oh, watch out, wasted.
I'm good.
Yeah, except you see
It's
things
so
half a
almost
second
there.
after they happen. Oh, come on.
That's his superpower.
Would that make him captain slow?
It's like seeing things before they happen, except slightly less useful.
I feel like I'm so close.
Not sure that's what I'd call it from where... Oh!
Told ya.
That might not...
Gyroscope
be bad.
power. I tilted us forward a little bit.
Okay. Oh. Oh, that didn't sound good.
That did sound crunchy.
All the best foods are crunchy.
This is true. Although I do prefer violet crumbles. Oh. Come on. See this giant blue thing come over the top of your head as you're drilling. Oh, yes, we are making progress. This is working.
Right here, definitely. It's flat up towards me.
Okay,
It's-
except I'm rolling back down the hill.
Or, in other way of putting it is, try and avoid the hole I'm standing in, because I don't think you'll get back out of it.
Oh. Yep, that'd be a hole.
It's not massively deep, but it's just shaped in a perfect way to catch a vehicle.
Oh. You got one wheel that's just sticking out into open space.
Yep. Hey, Sideman, thanks so much. To be fair, Capac hasn't been responsible for this problem.
Yet.
Did you say yet or yeah?
Yet.
No. Okay, I have to turn this way because I can't get momentum any other.
Mm-hmm.
Which is unfortunate because I'm driving straight towards that hole you just pointed out. But I'm hoping I can turn back.
Well, you probably don't want to go much further than that, though.
And get around onto the right-hand side somehow. This is possibly the worst bit of terrain. Possibly the worst bit of terrain we'll have to face for the moment. If we
What?
can get...
Push the button. Nobody told me there was a button.
We don't have any buttons yet.
Oh.
You don't have to go too far. I'm standing on the edge you need to avoid, basically, so
Okay.
as long as
Okay.
you're
So
Oh,
wasted-
to the right of me.
Wasted, you softened the middle suspension more than the front and rear, didn't you?
I saw the mids are both softened and I tweaked their steering a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I can't get over this little bit. I can't get enough momentum up before I run into problems again. We may need to drill.
Oh, I think... Oh.
Oh no, hang on. You're about to get most of your wheels down. Yeah, that's most of your wheels on the ground now.
Okay, cool. So I should be able to get some speed up. Oh. Come on. There's just not enough space, is there?
Yeah, you might have to just go for that hole and hope it's alright. I mean, it could be worse. We can always drill you out of it. I mean, if you're going to go for this, I'd aim to go straight up it, because it's almost a gully that leads up to where I am. So I'd aim to kind of straddle and use the rock either side, or at least this bit here in front of me is one smooth bit of rock the whole way up. That's good grip.
Okay. Let's see if we can get onto that.
We need
Wheels
a
are at max
tugboat.
height, guys. They're at max height, and then what you do is you adjust the suspension to be softer. That way it allows there to be more give in the sides that need give to allow the ones that are hovering off the ground to touch. But there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, and there's only so much I can do with gyroscope power to try and get extra grip on some wheels that aren't touching. Or wheels that are in better
It's
position.
when it's the middle ones, basically. It's when your middle ones are off the ground, that's when you struggle the most, because you can gyro the back and front.
Yeah.
But
Oh no. I am rolling down the hill. Yep. Oh, come on. No, I got nothing. I'm sliding.
I mean, that might be a good thing.
Why do you say that?
It's... If you can't get up that, there's no way you're getting up this.
Oh,
Because it gets steeper further up.
okay. We need a drill rig on the front then. We need something that we can do to bulldoze our way through some of this mess.
Or flatten it as you go.
Yeah. Do you think something piston mounted so we can adjust height as we go on the fly? As in height relative to the wheels? Because I always have to remind myself that the drills drill a sphere.
They do. Now, am I right in saying that drills still can't damage themselves or the grid they're attached to?
That's correct.
Because you could put them on sideways.
Oh, that's a great... Yeah. You could put
That
them
way
like...
they've got quite a small profile at the front, but you're using like the side of the sphere,
Yeah.
essentially, to try and cut. So that way it would be very close to the wheels, and maybe you could almost match their diameter. Just
Yeah.
random thought. I was thinking it might work. I don't know.
So if we take this seat out in the middle,
No, my seat.
pop a piston in where it is,
I don't want to sit on a piston.
you can sit on a seat on top of a piston. And then pop a piston in here.
Because I'm thinking...
We then should be
nothing
able to
else,
mount them sideways like you're suggesting. And because we're not actually using any of the materials from these things, we don't need to pipe it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to pipe them up, if anything.
Yeah,
You're going to end up getting more and more weight again.
yeah, exactly. Oh, there you go, the kookaburras. I presume some of stream are at least able to hear that. Oh, that's probably still too high, isn't it?
I think that's quite a lot too high. Ideally, you'd want them down, so I guess, pretty level with the height of the wheels.
Yeah. And then we can adjust that height as we go to see what is the best for it. So maybe
Well,
so.
rather than... Hang on.
You think of doing fixed ones?
Well, no, I'm just thinking of which way around we put these. You could always have them pointing downwards, and then for the most part have it lifted up. So if you were to put it on there, for example, with a right click, that should be low enough that it'll actually drill out below the wheel height.
Yeah, that's true. And if we just...
You know what I mean?
If we just put a few in a line...
And if we don't need that, you can always raise it up on the piston to do more of a standard leveling. But I think if you got it low enough, you're almost ending up building what we've got on the back, but on the front, the other way up.
Yep. Sounds like a good plan to me. And we should be able to get away with just having 2 gaps so we don't have to have stupid numbers of drills. One thing I have always tried to remember to do is build a drill on the outside of the wheels. Beyond the wheel rim.
Yeah.
So that you've got a flat surface to drive on. Otherwise you're still driving in a little valley. I think so.
Is that far enough for you to clear the turning? Do you want to jump in and have a look and I'll let you know?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Before we go too far. That way's fine. That way you're catching.
Okay. So could we do it with a half block? Was it catching on just...
Yeah. No, a half block was enough. It was only just catching on the edge of this wheel because it was turned in. So
Okay.
yeah, a half block would be fine.
Or we could do this and pop the blocks in front for that segment.
Yep.
Let me try again. No, it's this way. Is that going to still catch on the drill?
No, you're still catching on the drill there.
Alright, maybe we'll have to go another
Only
block.
just, but add some suspension compression in as well, and it'll be weird.
Ben, I've used the rototorsion script a little bit. I think we'd have to do a significant redesign to be able to take advantage of it and have like nice rocker bogies to drive along on, which would be cool and would have been nice if I thought about it at the start of using it. And I guess if we get out of this mess and into somewhere else where we can, where we're sitting still, that could be something we consider changing up.
I mean, technically we're sitting still now.
Yeah, we're on a horrible slope in a horrible hole. It's not the best place for us to be messing with stuff too much. So what do you reckon about that, Wasted?
You've got you put the block bed down in the place where it's going to collide with the wheel.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was meaning to get rid of that.
There you go.
Ooh, a centipede mecha.
Now, unfortunately, we need some extra height at the front so that we can actually even place this thing down. So if we build this piston, we'll be able to clear it and then be able to place the blocks.
I should probably mention for chat's sake that the left-hand side arm is 1 block longer than the right-hand side as it currently stands.
Huh?
The extension you build on the front, one side's longer than the other.
Oh, yeah.
Before you build it out.
Yeah. I'm going to change it up totally because I built it horribly to begin with. I'm just going to build a T-piece.
Very sorry, man. I need to back in 1 second. Wind's picked up and there's some stuff banging around in the background.
Yeah. I am going to build a button panel so that we can control that drill at the rear because we've run out of steel.
Aha, my button.
Oh dear. That's when you start paying attention. Of course.
Fuel low.
Oh dear.
Fuel critical.
No! Oh no.
Yeah?
Why?
Yes.
Why did I run out of fuel just as I was getting... Why did I fall off the thing just as I was filling up my fuel?
The survival kit isn't giving me any hydrogen.
That's because it doesn't have any to give you. Nope. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get. Grr. That's not going to work. Let's try it this way. Oh, wait, hang on. Can I just jump on that straight away? No. I'm stuck on the ground. Oh dear.
Man, I hit a rock one time and people just won't let it go.
It's because that video went live yesterday, Capac. Or the day
It's no
before.
excuse.
Also, you really think it's only going to be one time? No!
It's never happened before.
Capac, can you come down here and throw me a bottle? Because this is too steep and I can't get up.
Can you bring 2?
We're both stuck down here. Brilliant.
Now, while I was wandering around, I had a little thought, a little idea.
Oh yeah?
It all came off the mindset that when I came back, I was going to ask you whether you considered doing the sort of tank track style wheels on the front and the back to help with the lifts, the climbs. And then I thought to myself, yeah, okay, that's fine, but that's not Splitsie enough. What would happen if you were to say, instead of building a set of extra wheels on the front that are lifted up like that, instead of that, you were just to make your front set of wheels on pistons, so that normally they run at a level height, but you could raise them up a bit if you needed to lift up over something, or if you needed, you could lower them down a bit to lift the front of the vehicle up and push your rear wheels down. And you'd still have wheels on there, so they'd still be able to drive like that, almost like you've got hydraulics on your front end.
Why just do the front end?
Well, yes, we could. I'm just,
I like this idea.
Essentially, you've got the ability to change the attitude of your suspension completely, way more than their standard. Okay, you'd lose the steering, but you'd still retain steering on the rest of the wheels.
You wouldn't lose the steering because we use Whip's subgrid wheel control script.
Or that.
A few people had suggested me build this all on pistons, like every single wheel on pistons, and I was like, I know that when you use the subgrid wheel control script, you don't always get as much control as you do normally. So I was less inclined to do that. But if we do it as a partial way of that, we should still have nice fluid controls without having that problem.
You shouldn't need to do it with all the wheels, because in reality, all you ever need to do is change the relative heights of the front and rear versus the middle to make it fit the terrain properly. So the middle technically don't need to be on pistons. It's only the two ends that do, unless you want some ridiculous amount of adjustment. You know, essentially 20 meters, you know?
Yeah.
Which is, I'm not sure why you'd ever want 20 meters worth of adjustment.
I like this idea.
And yeah, all we need to do is get to a flat place and lift the whole thing up on pistons.
Are you telling me we want to reverse down the hill?
We could do it now, I suppose.
Also,
I mean,
why is there a beacon saying special content power?
What?
Does anyone else see that?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's got unknown signal written on it, and then it's got special content power written over the top.
Oh, I've got no unknown signal on it, so it must be your unknown signal. That is weird.
What are you?
Super weird.
Yeah, it's a little probulon.
And it's stuck. Bless it.
And you press the button.
So, Wasted, you just set those two pistons up on a reverse trigger, yeah, for the mining ones?
Actually, for them, I had it on a reverse trigger, 0.2 meters a second,
Yeah.
and I was changing the maximum distance just so I had some control.
Okay.
Oh, there's a scuttler coming.
Because I just set up some quick buttons so that we can at least get something. And then I can do the
A scutter?
scuttler.
Like the cockroach.
Yes, but a scutter is a red dwarf thing.
Yeah, they're real small though.
Oh man, I need to get back to... I was in the process of rewatching all of Red Dwarf.
I assume the proper one and not...
Yeah, from the very beginning.
Nice.
It's on one of the Australian streaming services. So I was able to watch it.
Oh, it's coming right for us.
Are you going to try and capture it, Capac?
Single-handedly.
Okay, that should be enough. There we go, we got buttons. We've got
Huzzah!
drills on.
I also like the fact that you decided that the best place to dig this hole was just into the mountain we're currently resting on. So if we mess this up or need to turn at all, down that hole it is we go.
Shh. I just...
Is it nice and wheel sized by any chance?
Maybe?
Oh look at that.
It might be a little bit. At least we can get some steel plate, which is what we need to be able to build those drills.
So that we can make even more of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I mean, we could technically take apart the one on the back to build that front one, but given there's a chance we might remove it as well.
Yeah. I don't know that this will be a permanent fixture.
It depends how well it works.
That is true.
I suspect badly, but
yeah, I suspect it's going to be a desperation move when we use it. Alright, let's grab a drill there.
we're going up apparently.
Yep, I did that.
Okay. I was just checking that was intended. Just welded up this piston and it started moving. Oh dear. I didn't do it. Plausible deniability.
This will work nicely. 3 drills. Each 7 drills. I think that'll do the trick. Oh wait, it's Friday. It's garbage day. That's why I'm hearing trucks. At least the kookaburras are quiet again. They've stopped laughing at us.
Canada thinks we should turn this thing into a Star Destroyer.
What's the problem, Wasted?
I was just going to respond to something from chat as well, actually. Wolf Canada wants us to turn it into a Star Destroyer with a hinge in the middle. and Robert Valpy wants us to find another way out, which just seems far, far, far too easy.
Well, I honestly think
Also,
this is...
there isn't one.
Yeah, everywhere is steep around here, and the valley was going to be the least steep. So we were kind of stuck.
Well,
What?
we could make like a staircase.
How do you intend to make a staircase, Capac?
I was thinking you can make one out of merge blocks and make some kind of mechanism on the vehicle so it would attach to them sequentially and it could climb up like one of those really slow chair lifts that they install in people's houses when you can't get up the stairs anymore.
So I tried to make something that looked like a pair of arms on the front that would grab and pull your way up. It requires a lot of different hinging parts so that you can make something like that work. Like, ridiculous numbers. Even for me. That I gave up on that attempt. Because I just figured I was never going to get it to actually work.
The thing is, you get it to work, and then it would only work in one specific circumstance and scenario, and you know that as soon as the steps ended up being like a little bit off, a little bit not quite the right size in some dimension, and then suddenly it would all not work again.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep, Slab, this is the same lake from the last stream. Lake you can see down there is the one that we got shut up on.
I say, we're not on a lake. Completely different place. It's quite clearly a hill.
We need so many parts. Have we run out of iron again?
But we've run out of
Yep.
everything.
Alright, drills on.
You could remove the decorative drills.
Yes, we should probably do that. I would use them.
Given they're full of parts as well.
Yes, that is a very good idea. I'm also sending the drills back down. Because, you know, our pothole that I made is not deep enough. A ramp is an option. I figured since we've made some decent progress on this drill rig, we should give it a real shot. Do we have any gold? We do have a tiny bit of gold. Oh, nowhere near enough. It's just quickly seeing if we had enough gold that we could have built an a yield module on the refinery.
I think it'd take a long time for it to pay back anyway. I mean, yeah, it helps, but you have to process a bit before it helps enough to make it worth the cost.
We may end up having to move so that we can get some more stone, as that is all the stone we have in reach. With the drill rig in its current position. How are we doing?
I will never find any stone in this place.
Lauren says there's gold on the other side of the lake. You passed over gold on the other side.
Yes, we did. We've passed over much gold, I think. Suppose at some point, when I'm less focused on things that I've created problems for myself with, we should probably get some. This thing is looking ridiculous. Ugh. What have I done?
I don't know. I swear I've seen something that looks a bit like this in, like a ski resort.
What ski resorts have you been going to? That's, that seems like a...
I'm not sure I could name the place. To
Oh,
be fair, they have some gnarly machinery in ski resorts.
Okay, fair enough. Front drill rig piston. I love that Build Vision now has the ability to rename blocks. It is the best thing.
Oh, well, there's the best idea so far. Nice one, Robert. Yep, clearly that's the best route. Tear it down, rebuild it at the top.
Sadly, that would work. Extend, retract, increase max distance, decrease max distance.
What on earth is going on over here?
Where are you? And what are you talking about?
I think he's just found what's going on the front.
No, I found a crashed ship up here on the hillside.
You did?
A big ship.
Do you want to give us a GPS of it?
Yep, hold on, I'll just
Is it shooting at you?
No.
Weird.
Harpy.
There's a crashed harpy.
Yep. GPS.
Wasted while the stuff's processing. Shall we go have a look?
Yeah, let me get some more hydrogen before I do that.
That is probably a good idea. I will do the same. I'll also get a rifle.
It's got... Yeah, this missile turret is built, but it didn't fire at me.
Missile turrets don't tend to shoot at people.
Well,
So that does not mean it is not hostile.
the gun's not shooting at me either.
Weird. Did you give us the GPS?
I shared it in the chat. Uh-oh, explosion noises. Well, crashy noises.
Where's this harpy? 1.72k is dead ahead.
Yeah, it's just in the side of the mountain.
It must have crashed.
There's some pretty decent salvage on it, I gotta say.
Yeah. If it's not hostile to us, though, I feel like that's kind of cheating.
It's not hostile because it's kind of exploded.
Huh. That Gatling should... Oh, is it out of power?
Could be, could be. Oh, well, there's a rotor turning.
Well, I think the question of who's DMing this can be answered very easily by no one, because you can see what I'm doing. So I can't be DMing it. I would have deleted something like this. I would never have given us free salvage.
I would.
Yeah, that's why I should probably take away your admin privileges.
What? But I wouldn't know the first thing about trying to spawn one of these things, and let alone spawning it in such a way that it would crash into the side of the mountain.
Well,
Sounds like a good ruse to me.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? All right, chat. You guys pick. Do we salvage some of the stuff from this thing? Or do we blow it up? Just put your answer in chat and I'll roughly pick one of them. Yeah, it's definitely out of power because these LCDs are off.
Huh? But the LCD that was saying they were on when I got here. That's how I knew it was a harpy. Because it said it on the LCD.
Oh. How did you not get shot?
I don't know. I went right up to the gun.
Well, Salvage is winning so far. People don't want to see an explosion. Okay. Alright, Capac. We have... Ooh. So, by the time that the stream says 1 hour 40, we will be blowing it up. You have time to salvage what we can until then.
What?
So that's 5 minutes, or 6 minutes. Grab what you can and run. Because then I'm gonna spawn in some warheads and blow this thing up.
Preferred parts?
Surprisingly, plates. Also, GPS mark of where our base is. Yeah, I'd say plates and grids, maybe.
I was thinking grids.
Well,
Like each of the turrets got some grids in.
Oh, that tree was close. Yeah, and ammunition.
Although, hang on. These are ion thrusters.
Are you thinking grabbing some platinum for tools?
Yep.
Good call. Okay, GPS.
oh no.
There you go, that's Splitsie number 1 is where the base is. I'm just waiting for one of us to faceplant into the other on the way back and forth.
I mean, any bit of flight for me is... I literally just gasped there out loud as I started to approach the thing and was like, oh my god, it accelerated again. I didn't do that. What's going on?
Inventory
Well.
full.
Well, what, Capac?
Well, this is pointless.
What?
Well, I've got 3 hydrogen left,
Do you need me to bring you a bottle?
and my inventory is full.
Oh, jeez. That rock came out of nowhere. Typical.
Jumped right out at me, officer.
Yeah. Swear it wasn't there when I last looked. Alright. Where are you, Capac? Are you near the wreck?
Yep, I'm at the wreck.
Have you got enough room to pick up a bottle?
Then I have to drop some stuff, but that's all right.
I mean, if we were being clever, we would take off all the weapons, we would put a battery on it, and we'd fly it down to our base.
I think it's too ruined for that, and most of those
Yeah,
hydrogen
it's
thrusters
pretty
are gone.
messed up.
Wouldn't the Atmo allow us to possibly take it off? Capac, stop grinding things and dumping everything on the ground. Your inventory is full.
Yeah, I know that.
So why are you dumping everything on the ground?
Because I got a plan.
You're rolling it down the hill, aren't you?
Yep.
Alright, clear your inventory a bit so I can give you a hydrogen bottle. There you go, it's on the ground.
Ah, it's rolling away.
Yes, that's what cylindrical things do when you drop them. Oh, how did I manage to... Oh, that was... I wish I could do that more often. I've got
Oh.
those.
It's moving a bit.
Guns, guns, lots of guns.
Where's the base got to?
Just down the valley, basically.
Yeah, there it is.
I did give you a GPS for it. Oh, the ammo went through the world. Drat. So, Ace, you grabbed a couple of ions, did you?
Yeah, sorry, it's just like, I can't help myself.
Full.
Well, we're not going to be using them.
platinum give.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, no. I think it would be nice for all of us to have elite tools. Just save so much time.
Well, and we're not getting it otherwise down here.
No. And Stream told us to salvage it, so it's their fault.
You hear that, stream? It's your fault. You're going to spend less time watching us weld.
And more time watching us merge block things back together that we accidentally ground through because we had 2 high-tech grinders.
Yeah, well, we don't have to make those. You could just stick with welders.
Oh, jeez, he's still sliding it down the hill.
What? I'm not there.
Oh. It's slightly slipping.
Inventory full.
I'm grabbing the motors from the large Atmos as well.
We got to be close to time, surely.
We are very close. We have 50 seconds remaining.
50 seconds?
Oh. Will I make a return journey in that? I doubt it.
Well, there's also going to be
We'll
the
see.
time where I've got to set up the warhead, so you guys can take a chance while I'm doing that.
What? I managed to not kill myself. Yeah, I know. Thank you. I'm good. Despite actively drilling underneath a moving vehicle.
Yeah, you did better than Capac there by a long shot.
I suspect the lag helped. There was definitely a point where I was hit by the wheels and it couldn't decide where I was, and then suddenly I was the other side of the wheel.
Oh,
What's it
handy.
caught on now?
All right, this is my
Yeah.
last trip. We got 7 seconds, and I'm switching over to creative mode and getting some warheads.
5. Okay. I'm done. Grind us down.
Are you gonna be within visual range?
What, for an explosion?
Yeah.
Come now. Who are you talking to?
Okay, better question.
Not gonna
Where
miss- not gonna
where
miss
are
an
you going to
explosion.
watch it from?
My moon base.
No, it's not slipping anymore.
Okie dokie. I really hope we don't end up having to drive anywhere near here, because this is going to make a big hole.
God, it's getting dark again already.
Yeah, the daylight time is set to 1 hour.
It's more where we are in amongst
Yeah.
the mountains of this hemisphere. You're going to be only getting, I don't know, much less of that is going to be daylight.
Explosions in 30 seconds, starting countdown. Hopefully Wasted and I have different angles. I think I can see him up there.
Yeah, I'm up on the hill. Getting the wide angle,
Yep.
you know, establishing shot, and then you cut to the close.
The classic move.
I don't know why this reminds me, but randomly in the news today I read that they're trialing...
Oh!
Wow.
Oh, there goes a flaming chunk.
Yep.
It's the proverbial wheel rolling away from the flaming car.
Oh, there's still some left. I gotta fix that.
Back in the 90s, they made some animated Discworld TV series.
See, there was something on this wreck that we probably should have stolen if we really wanted to be clever about it.
The warheads?
Nope.
This one didn't even go off.
I just planted new ones.
Oh, of course it had a reactor, didn't it? Yeah.
Capac! Capac just detonated them as I was there.
Hey.
Sweet revenge.
I didn't kill you!
No, but you killed my sweet wreck. I had salvage rights on that wreck.
Ah.
Oh, was there a med bay on it?
There was a med bay on it, but no, there was more than a med bay. Oh, Capac, my body just went away too.
Well,
Why did my body disappear?
In the middle of an explosion like that, it probably fell through the ground.
Yep. No, I was actually thinking the reactors were the things we would want to keep.
I said that first and you didn't respond.
Oh, I didn't.
damn it.
Sorry, I was obviously distracted by blowing up.
Making large holes in the terrain, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuel low.
I have no sign of your corpse, man.
Oh, there's a new one. I've got
Going to be one of mine to join it if I keep this up. Right, I'm
Alright.
going back.
creative mode.
Also, there's a Serenity
off.
hovering over us at 4.5. But it is the Serenity, so we should be alright.
Possibly.
Anything worth stealing aboard? Any reason why Mal might fancy himself a shindig?
Alright, I have tools. I
did
have
you
creative
try to
mode
take
off,
the sky from him?
but I have no
I've learned
bullets.
to avoid that. tried a few times. Apparently, it's impossible. That was a fun interlude.
Yes, thank you, Capac.
Look, we got to keep the fans entertained. And that's just rude.
Payback.
I guess Brolo half lemming is right.
The gun the Capac wars have.
It's comparing you to Michael Bay.
That is not nice. Take that back.
Well, you got
How are you with lens flares, Splitsie?
Isn't that a J.J. Abrams thing?
more so.
Oh no, Bay has his own special type of
that's-
lens flare as well.
That's true, he does too.
Abrams just likes his square lens flares.
And, 10 billion of them.
And all of them, yeah.
Hold on, let me get a bunch of metal scrap out of one of these cargo containers. I'll make us a transformer that'll get us out of here.
Why can't I grab that? Oh
Two
no.
bottles down now as well.
Is there a desync on the cargo? I think there's a desync on the cargo. That was
That never happens.
that was happening last time. Oh, all the drills are done though. Alright, I will disconnect and reconnect. And then we should try and drive again. Capac's jealous because Splitsie's nice to everyone but him.
That's not true.
Yeah, I think given the way Wasted and I treated each other in Engineer Corps, I don't think I could say that and believe it.
Yeah, maybe that just means there's some time to make up for.
Alright, somebody wants me to make this Michael Bay transformer. Where's some metal scraps?
I'm really curious what you're going to do with that. But
Yeah.
Wait, they haven't all been refined or something, have they? I've got 16 on me, that'll do.
Okay, let's reduce the max distance to there. Oops,
Okay, this
wrong
will do.
button.
Oh, I know what it is.
You know what? It's
It's one of those things you use to freshen up your lawn. You know, you roll the thing along, it's got all the spikes on it, you poke holes in, that's what it is.
You're so right.
I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's one of them.
Lawn sprucer.
Lawn spiker, yeah. So when you really, really hate your lawn.
Okay, that seems good. Everybody on board or watching?
No, hold on, I'm doing a thing.
Alright, we're all good to go then.
The only concern. Wait, hang on. The only concern here is once you make your angle of approach, that will be your angle of approach for the rest of the mountain.
Oh, I'm sure I could do gradual turns. Maybe.
It's working.
Sort of.
There we go. Look,
You got the height pretty spot on.
there we go. This is a Michael Bay transformer. His name is Wheelie.
What have you done?
Come over, look.
Oh, I'm getting...
Oh, look. He's telling us about how great his homicidal robot alien friends are.
Let's have a look. Does it have real Michael Bay physics?
Oh, you
Yep, looks
Oh.
about right.
oh no, you killed Wheelie.
Hang on, doesn't it have to have some really horrible, almost racist stereotype to it as well?
No, that's only about half of them. I mean, I wouldn't say they're horribly racist so much as horribly cliche.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of stereotypes in a nutshell, isn't it?
Eh.
Whoa, with the speed.
I can't move forward. This isn't working.
Yeah. Do you remember the large protrusion you attached to the back of it in order to get on?
Yeah,
Should we perhaps remove that before we go any further?
maybe.
Oh no. Where
Oh,
did
yeah.
Wheelie go? Oh, here he is.
It was actually properly tracking. I thought I forgot that I'd put a little hook on it. Whoops.
No, Ghost, I do not mean a rake. God damn it.
No, I know exactly what you mean. Those little wheel things, spinny things with spikes all around them.
Yeah, they're supposed to air rake the lawn or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not a gardener. All I know is it's not a rake. I recognise those.
Oh, I know what they are. Worm murderers.
Oh, if you want a bit of worm genocide.
Yeah, feeling a little down, go out in your lawn, shank a few worms. You'll feel much better.
Auto shank.
You can do 10 at once.
Yeah, it's just called an aerator, apparently. Hey!
Thoughts,
sea
people?
does exist. I'm not going mad.
Is work or not is work?
Is
Thoughts?
not his work?
Is it not his work? Why is it not his work?
Because the mountain's getting too high on one side.
Lift it up. Use that gyro of wind. Or lift up the pistons themselves gradually. How about this? Turn the speed down as low as you can and have them gradually raise as you drive forward. See if we can make ourselves a ramp.
I'm sort of trying to do that right now. I've got them on the maximum height extension adjustable. So I've been gradually lifting it, but I can't quite get enough speed up, or I can't get enough power to get up this little slope that I've been building. I'm kind of snagging on something.
Yeah, that chat's got a pretty crazy idea there as well. There is actually, I don't know if that's what they're suggesting, but one possibility is we actually lift up, like use the other drills to push the rear of the ship upwards.
I don't know how
sounds
stable that
dangerous.
would be.
Now,
This doesn't appear to be working.
Hold on. If you take a little run up, do you think you could sort of get up into this area you've drilled out?
you need to take that lip off, if nothing else. There's a huge lip on the left-hand side.
No, but if you could get the drill sort of right up to the lip, we could sort of chuck behind, so you could sort of drive up as far as you can with the drills off, chuck behind, then start the drills again. Or you could try putting the drills lower. Maybe it's just too much of an angle.
Yeah, I think we may have to go for a ramp. So I think the problem we've got here is that this hole, I've now created a horrible hole.
A horror hole.
Yeah, a horror hole. That I think may actually make it worse for us, may have made it worse for us, not better.
Holus horribilis.
Give me drill.
I mean, again, if you come and stand on the slope I'm on here
Yep.
and look at the angle of this bit,
It gets worse, doesn't it?
and are we ever getting up this anyway? Like, even if you were to put that thing on this here, would it actually go up? Because this is
Okay.
starting to get really steep.
Do we have to
And
tunnel?
then you get to here, and it's even worse.
Do we have to tunnel then? Or do we have to build grabby army things and pull our way up?
Crappy army things. Have you ever tried it with landing gear?
Well, that's what I was thinking of
That
using.
needs sequence locking. It's really...
Yeah. Like, I was thinking of something more manual so that we kind of just use build vision and gradually do it that way. So we got a bit more fine control, because trying to set it up will be all sorts of horrible. but use something like what I used to get myself out of the hole that I got myself into after the first stream. Second stream.
Worth noting, I have no build vision whatsoever.
You don't? Control click. Control middle mouse. It's build vision 2.
Nope.
Oops.
No? Huh. That sucks. Wonder why it doesn't work for you.
It was the second time you'd mentioned it. I was thinking to myself, hang on, build vision?
Yeah, because
I see no build vision.
I love my build vision.
And then I reminded myself, you're also playing on a blooming dedicated server, so there's no way it's anything to do with it being locally hosted or anything like that.
Huh.
It's working all right for me.
Maybe I'm just special. That's fine.
I think we're gonna have to do something different, because the drills it would work if we had enough drills that we could make a tunnel, because then we could make our own floor and we could drive at our own level as we go through, but we'd probably have to go back down to the ice lake to do it, so that we'd start level. And we could probably do it. The challenge
Possibly. It's a lot easier to go down than it is to go up.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you have to assume that there is a down on the far side of this hill, rather than just infinite up.
Yes. Our alternative would be to go all the way back out the ice lake and try and take a different route altogether. But I can't see myself being able to use this. As much as I thought this drill rig would work, I don't see how I can make it work, given the position we're in. So I think...
No, I'm kind of with you.
I think we remove the drill rig. We go back down to the ice lake. And we try and find another route.
Mole
Yeah,
men.
do not take my silence as any sort of argument. I am running through my brain as best I can, trying to come up with some sort of new idea that might help.
Yeah, I'm thinking...
I'm definitely feeling like the most important place to put what we're talking about with that piston wheel thing isn't on the front so much as the back.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So that as you get steeper and steeper, you can push those back wheels into the ground. But yeah, I'm trying desperately to think of other ideas that might be like both different but also might help. I mean, part of me does think this whole vehicle could do with more traction, more wheels. But building more wheels onto a large grid is hard. At least a large grid, you'd end up having to make it so much wider.
Well, we can do that if we get down to the ice lake. So we'll go down to the ice lake, we'll do a remodel, and then we'll have a look at whether there is an alternate approach, or if we can manage to just get scale one of the sheer cliffs if we've got more traction and more go. Because my original idea with this thing was to do, like you often do with your small grid vehicles, have 4 rows of wheels.
Yeah, that it makes such a big difference in the amount of traction you get.
Yeah, so maybe we go down and we do that. We do a nice big remodel. And hopefully that way we'll be able to end the stream with the remodel mostly done, and we can get on our way and actually make some progress.
Now, there's a bit of me that is of a bit of an agreement with what Storbocky's saying in chat as well, is that I really don't have great experiences with large grid, really large vehicles.
Yes.
Because basically you keep designing yourself into a hole because you make it bigger, but then you can fit through even fewer places and even more of the angles are awkward.
Yeah, you get heavier and heavier and heavier as well.
Mm-hmm. But there's no way of keeping the survival thing running on a small grid unless you do a small large grid hybrid.
Which then will
like-
struggle to get over some of those really rough patches. because of the weight that you'd be
it's
laying on board.
It's not just the weight, but also the fact your wheels just aren't that big.
Well, what we could do... So one of the big problems I find when I'm building
Low.
large grid wheeled vehicles with that style that I always think of as kind of your style is I can't manage to get the wheels close enough that there's always lots of contact and that there's no risk of hitting the ground with the middle of your vehicle. But what I was,
The spacing on the large grid is somewhat different to the small grid.
So what I was thinking of doing is instead of having the suspensions all in line with each other as we go across right to left, maybe the middle set becomes offset so that we can put the suspensions all in a row.
I have had good experience with that, as long as it is the front and back that are the wider set.
Yes.
As long as your middle set are narrower, you're good. If your middle set are wider, it causes problems.
That's exactly what I was thinking. So maybe we could do that as a bit of a redesign down on the lake. Of course, we now need to turn round the spotlights so that we can see backwards. Because
They're on rotors.
they are. That is convenient. They still don't give us much to see, though.
Oof, that's not very much fun. Let me jump out and see if I can find another spot for some lights or two.
Yep. Okay. How little can I see? Oh boy. I can see nothing. Part of the reason, so Jonathan, part of the reason I was kind of going with one vehicle, I was originally thinking that when people joined, I'd get them to have their own vehicle, but the downside of that is you end up kind of in this problem that always seems to be a problem with building survival games of you don't really play as a group, you kind of then end up playing as a bunch of people playing alone in the same space, which isn't as fun. That's kind of why I've been sticking to a single vehicle,
Well,
because it forces us all to actually work together, except Capac just goes off and runs off and does whatever he wants anyway.
Huh? Whoa. That doesn't look safe.
So I'm just going to point out my parking brakes are on.
Yeah. They were never any good.
That is true.
That's on and with 100% friction, and yeah.
Ooh.
I suppose that gives us about as much friction as a standard block would, which would slip in this instance anyway.
I think it's ended up basically too heavy for its amount of available grip.
I think you're exactly right there.
Especially
I'm also
as we're
snagged.
now even heavier than we were earlier.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, because we picked up a bit of salvage.
Have ways to be the driving marker, that's not a bad call.
I'm not far from it, am I?
Rocks over to your right-hand side, so careful of those.
Oh,
Head my direction, you'll be clear.
I'm low on power.
Yep, that would make sense.
Flickery lights. Yeah, you should be clear if you head my direction now.
Mikkel,
Might
that's
get a little bumpy.
possibly a good idea. Wasted. If we do a fair bit of planning in the next in the redesign, we could potentially even hinge this thing.
You're thinking, so we bring a fair bit of the old crawler bogey kind of setup into it.
Yeah. What we could do, instead of building onto this thing, which is just going to be all sorts of problems, we could try and transfer most of it across. Even though that is sort of a full rebuild. But it would allow us to do... We're going to have to do a full rebuild anyway to move the wheels how we want to.
Geez, if the weight's different for me and Splitsie and me and Splits, then yeah, that means that one of us is desynced. Probably me, because Splits only recently reconnected. So.
Yeah.
I
Mine's probably the... Yeah.
I can see a scouting outpost.
That's probably okay, because that's not one of mine. From the Assertive Installations mod. Alrighty, so... How about we...
So my thinking is you've got two ways of doing the cold crawler thing.
Yep.
Well, not my thinking, but it kind of is my workings rather than necessarily a decision.
Mm-hmm.
You've got two ways to do the whole crawler thing. You can mimic what would be like a real life crawler for like an off-road vehicle, which means that we'd need to develop a longer suspension stroke, probably using pistons. And then you'd have a rotor central to give the whole chassis twist as well.
Yep.
Or you've got the other crawler approach where you're essentially going rocker bogey. Which can be, in my experience, can be difficult to fit enough wheels on, honestly.
Yeah.
You're limited for grip too hard in this.
Yeah. So I'm thinking the first approach there is kind of what will be the best in terms of allowing us enough space to put stuff on and allowing us enough grip to actually get moving up the hill.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of... Good little dance. In terms of how we pull that off, do you reckon we do a front section of, say, 3 outer wheels on each side with 2 inner for the middle rows with the offset, and do the same at the rear with the hinge section in the middle?
That's weird.
If I've vaguely described that in a way.
I haven't used Whip's script that you mentioned earlier. How does it function?
It converts the WASD controls into override controls on the wheels.
Okay.
I did. Thanks, Richard. Very kind.
And with no message at all.
Sometimes silence says it best.
So, I mean, what we could treat it as is if we treat the front section as the main grid, so then we'll have nice control over it, and then the section part is effectively a pushing trailer, which has its own force that it can generate. Or we could have
my main thinking right now is around suspension and whether or not we want to try and use pistons to give us more suspension clearance, or whether we want to accept how much suspension we've got and then use blocks to do it. Because I'm thinking if we, like, in reality, even if you attach pistons to it,
you've still got that
the only way this
suspension
you've still got
bit that's the problem.
This block here that you can't get rid of.
Yeah.
So, which will collide. The only way I can think of doing it is almost like one of those very, very large scale quarrying vehicles, where essentially this would be one wheel, but it would be made up of like 3 wheels on the outside and 2 wheels on the inside. And that whole mechanism gets attached to a piston, and that's one wheel in inverted commas, you know?
And we do 4 of those.
And you do 4 of those.
On a fully rotating central body piece.
Enormous, as I said, it's like, or some kind of enormous quarrying crawler.
What if
I'm
we
not
made...
even sure if it would work. I don't think it will. I think having 4 points of contact isn't actually that good. You want to try and keep multiple points of contact.
Maybe we do that as half that size. So instead of doing 4 of those setups, just do 2, one following the other. So we have the piston mounted front wheel section, the piston mounted rear wheel
now-
section, and then a body in the middle that we can then rock around and hopefully follow the terrain, but at least then it's not as broad.
Is there any time occasionally where you feel like it'd be really nice to have like some collaborative drawing app? We could just like be like, this is what I mean, and then this, no, but we should do this, and then you scribble it together, and then you go, stop.
Well, we can probably lay out a bit of a plan.
Because who was it that said it in chat? Sorry, 2 seconds. Someone, yeah, Kalsari said angle the wheels with rotors, and I was thinking about this earlier when we were going up that little gully. Have them so that you can add camber to them.
Yeah, it would probably be kind of cool to be able to do that. I've thought about building a vehicle like that quite a few times.
Yeah, can you imagine the gully running potentials if you could camber the wheels?
So I mean, if at least placing the suspensions like this, you do get the wheels quite close to one another.
I've got an idea.
Yeah?
I'm going to construct some kind of demo.
Alright.
Yeah, I think demos is the only way really to do this now.
Yeah.
It's getting confusing.
Because what we...
No, that's interesting, Splitsie, yeah.
Because what we can do with this is, instead of 4 rows of wheels, just do 3.
Alright, this isn't going to work.
Why?
Because the wheels are not going to be able to turn like this. When you duplicate this wheel, it's going to be so close to this wheel that it won't be able to turn with this, and this one here is going to collide with this when it tries to turn in.
We could probably move it 1 block further out, though. Rather than being where it is, it can move 1 block further. If we do...
Frosty, yeah, changing caster could be good, but I don't think this is useful for this as changing camber.
So that, instead, would give us enough turn. Though it does make the wheelbase an extra bit fatter.
It's still not as fast as it was.
No.
Ooh, don't fall out of the sky, Wested. Quick, 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 quick. Oh, damn.
Yeah, and I'm thinking something like that with the ability to follow some degree of contour because there's 2 segments to the vehicle would be our best option. I mean, if we want to make it simple, we could just do the suspensions back to back and... Oops, not offset.
Hang on. Can you do bottle me, please, sir?
Yes.
I almost made it on board before I fell out of the... Well, I didn't
There's
make
only
it
a
on board,
teensy
but
bit
I
in this
kinda-
one, but grab it for now and I'll come back with some better ones.
No, I'll bring some back for us. All right, yeah, multiple. Roger. Teensy is still a full load.
We need some more built. I need to disassemble some more stuff. Because we're out of iron again.
We could always just reverse the thing onto the side and start the rotor up while we're chatting away, to be fair. Keep bringing in the...
That is true.
Although it looks like, actually, we're not doing too bad for materials in there.
No, it's just we used them all up. Oh, Wasted is familiar with this style of wheel.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You guys, come over here and tell me what you think of my device.
I think
So I
Wasted
think-
might already know what I'm talking about.
I think we should use this to climb up the mountain.
Wasted, you've used this sort of... You've seen this sort of thing
I
using
have, yeah.
in Engineer Wars.
I have. Now, the problem with this design is, and it is not a problem with design, it's a problem with space engineers, is the second you lock this landing gear, so imagine, like, I'm the ground, as soon as this is locked, instead of what you'd imagine it being able to do, which is where it'll allow some leeway in this lock, to allow the whole thing to continue to rotate, and then you lock the next one. Instead, what happens is that's locked flat to the ground now. And so you rotate the vehicle itself. Or if you lock more than one wheel, you don't go anywhere at all.
Okay.
So you have to flip head over tail, which is...
The only way this works is to
Works
flip
in
head over
small
tail
grid.
over and over
Yeah.
again.
And
you
that
lock
works
the
in
front
small
pair,
grid.
and then you flip, and then you lock the front pair and you flip. I had a challenge in one of the streams I did ages back where we basically forced people to make vehicles that had no wheels on, like no proper wheels on them. So one of the two designs used that as an attempt, and we got to see all the various flaws with it.
And I remember watching that. So I said, what about building 4 modules like this?
It's a good
Just
idea.
keep it nice and simple.
But Space Engineers, just the way the landing gear locks doesn't give you any flexibility. It's on the ground and that's it.
Oh, actually, we need one more block between them. So we just go simple and we just go 4 modules like this. I really wish there was more light right now so that people could see what's going on.
Modules.
I think they're too big. I think we should...
Just go for what we were talking about before and just cover the thing in wheels on the underside?
Right, hang on. Let me try and demonstrate. Are you alright to strip this back to a...
Yeah, go for whatever you want.
Well, I've got no inventory space.
Oh.
I don't want to lose the parts.
How much more do you want gone?
I just want a sprue, basically.
Oh.
Yeah, the landing gears would need to be on rotors of their own as well, so you'd have an angle at both ends, and that starts to get crazy confusing to set up.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is maybe we ditch this whole have the wheels on pistons thing. Instead, we have, and we figure out a way of, and this is what I need to check, is the width between to have because we want that center line of wheels, right?
Yeah, so you want 3 rows of wheels, 3 columns. Yeah?
I'm thinking, what is the correct spacing to have this center column only be one set of wheels that alternates from one side to the other? So instead of trying to put 2 wheels down the middle, you only ever have one set. And they're kind of vaguely central and they won't be quite central.
Yep. But they'll be close to.
But they'll be close to, and you kind of alternate like that down the center instead of trying to fit. So we keep the width of the vehicle quite low.
Yeah.
And then,
then
on
we
the
can...
sides, we have our funky caster setup that allows us to angle these wheels on the edges with rotors.
Oh.
And that way, when you get into a ravine or whatever, as you start to angle those wheels out and camber them out, all it does is push that center set of wheels more into the ground.
The challenge here is going to be we're going to come quite top heavy, but this should work.
I don't think we need to be top heavy for that. I think we can do it.
Well, just because of
way.
how we're going to end up with the rotors holding those wheels on.
No, I think we can do it like that. Look.
That's a 3x3. Oh, you're using 3x3s.
Oh, it wasn't intentional.
Once you go to 5x5s, this thing's going to be huge.
It is, yeah. But perhaps slightly less huge than having a... Although I suppose we could potentially, if we're using those rotor designs, you could get clever with the middle wheels, and you could actually extend from here instead, and have 2 sets because of it, potentially. You know what I mean?
Alright, let's
Do
start
you
building.
want to quickly mock it out?
Yeah, let's mock it out.
No parts. Let's just mock it out and see how ridiculous it ends up being size-wise.
And if it's too big, then we just do the same thing except minus the rotors. Oops.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm down with that. The rotors do add some width, but I think we can probably get a bit clever about how it adds that width. Like, make use of the extra width as well.
Yeah. So we'll just start by placing down the 5x5 here. That's going to be the left-hand most wheel. Oh, wait, that's going to be on a rotor, isn't it?
If we can, yeah, so we should probably try and start with the center.
Yeah. So we're a bit too close to our build over there, so maybe we just go out into the middle of the lake a bit more.
Yep, sure. I'm loaded up with steel blocks, so...
And we're about to get
Let's do
daylight,
this.
which will make this helpful in terms of everyone seeing what the heck is going on. Oh, speaking of which...
The lack of suspension clearance, Dragonheart, I think, would really hurt us. And not just the lack of suspension clearance, but don't underestimate the effect of those really big wheels basically making some of these crags something you don't get stuck in instead of getting stuck in it. They're so large, they ride over the top of a lot of the worst of the cragginess, and only the 5x5s really do that.
Yeah. The 3x3s get locked in them and stuck.
Get caught in them, yeah. And then all of the small ship vehicles get caught in them because small ship.
Yep. Alright, so we'll start... That's the center line first one.
That's the center line first one. And all we need to do is get far enough out here that we can put a sensible... Let's try it with the rotor first to
Yep.
see
Well, we could put a...
like how ridiculous
You could even-
size-wise it gets.
Wasted, you can even put a roasted rotor right there. Like, it doesn't have to be... Oh, I suppose for being able to turn a bit, you'll need a bit of clearance.
Yeah.
We should be able to place the suspension straight on... Hang on, rotor lock the rotor. I'll do that.
It's not built and we have no power.
That's alright, the rotor lock will work. If I get rid of that and then go... Yeah, that's a 3x3 again.
Oh, that's a blooming sorry. I thought I'd changed it.
Oh no, that's annoying.
Of course, it's that one connection point. Yeah, this is the problem with blooming 5x5.
Alright, well, move this rotor back one block further and then we'll be able to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And then... Oh, nuts, I forgot to lock it. One day, I will remember to do all the things I mean to do when I do things. It is not today. What am I doing? Placing?
Low.
Oh no.
Fuel.
I'm out of hydrogen.
critical.
Can I place this?
Hey there.
No.
Wait.
Oh. There you go. I will come back with some more. I'll just place that there. There you go. That's how wide that'll be.
Well, except it's not.
Well, as in, that's how wide that side is. Do you want your bottle back? Wasted?
I wouldn't say no, actually, yeah.
There you go. All nice and refilled.
Ooh. The lag. The lag. Ah! Settle down, Space Engineers. I've stopped moving. Calm. Stop trying to predict where I am. I was thinking, actually, that... don't go over the top. Make these wheels actually be the front and have them exposed at the front and connect behind them. That way the first thing to hit any object incoming as well is a wheel.
Okay, fair enough.
They saw my rotating landing gear idea.
Yeah. And it is an idea that you'd think would work.
I definitely want to make one of those flippy fellas at some point.
It does work. That's the sad thing. It's just it works in the jankiest of possible ways
Yeah.
that is bound to result in it blowing itself up eventually.
Capac, while we're working on this, do you want to try and make a small grid version of that? and see if you can get it working.
I don't know. I
In
feel
small
like the parts are probably better spent on whatever it is you guys are making.
Oh, that'll be pretty cheap though.
And it will have very limited applications.
So I'd imagine we put the rotor on this row.
I think so. That's what I was just trying to work out as far as the alternate wheel thing. I think, could get it one block closer than that. Just looking at that wheel spacing, I think, yeah, there's room to get it one block closer than that. So one block narrower.
What about turning?
The middle wheels won't.
Okay, we can go one closer then.
Middle wheels stay straight.
So that's the ultimate maximum width anyway, which isn't too bad. Alright, let's get this thing done.
But yeah, I'd get that one. We'd get that one block closer together, and it'll be a bit neater, I think.
Yep.
Because narrow is helpful for those.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Nasty,
Alright, Capac, you can probably help if you decided you didn't want to do your thing, but if you're doing your thing, go for it.
I'm doing a thing.
Okay.
Last I saw, he was Iron Manning in the distance in the direction of the scouting outpost.
Oh. Sure.
I don't know what you're talking about.
His people needed him. Look.
Oh. So, Sea Pickles, what we are trying to do, I will describe once we've got full light on the situation and it's easy to see what the heck's going on. I think that seems like a reasonable plan at the moment. Wasted, do you reckon we should just do this with a total of 6 wheels? Like, don't try and make it any bigger, just... Oh, maybe we go one extra longer. Now that I think about it. We want... one, then... rotor. Then... I keep doing that. I need to get power on this grid. Hang on. Then I won't have to worry about turning these rotors onto rotor lock. Oops. Okay, now we can see. I can describe things. And now the waste is laid out a bit more. Wow, that was terrible. Now the wasted's laid out a little bit more of it. So the idea is we will have 3 columns of wheels. We'll have an outer 3 wheels, an inner 3 wheels, and then another outer 3 wheels. The ones on the outside are mounted on rotors so that as we go up or as we go into a valley, instead of being a level board that gets wedged and has to rock between 2 points of contact, those wheels can turn up, allowing us to kind of drive along in a V shape, which should give us much better contact with the ground, or the ability to get much better contact with the ground. Hopefully allowing these to drop in the middle. Yeah, or vice versa, we can drive along a ridgeline in the same sort of method. We're both hoping this works. Neither of us have done this, but I think we're in about as good a position as we can be to... Oh, is that really too much for that? That's annoying. The only way I think we could increase our chances of this being successful would be if neither of us had horrible lag to deal with. Or if we had Bruce Little Lee here.
Yeah, he could probably help out a bit.
Yeah.
There's a man that knows a thing or two about how to mess around with rotors.
Yes, he's... Okay, we've got to do this. Or... Who's the person who's been posting all those incredible small grid contraptions on the workshop lately?
Oh, I saw those. Yeah, there's all over the place. There's loads of them. There's just someone who's just got really inventive
Yeah.
with the sort of things you might need, like rolling garage doors and things like that. I can't remember. Damn it.
Oh, hold up. We've
Brain,
made
help.
this not. Oh, do you need? We've made this not work.
How?
I can't place the rotors that I need to on this side that I placed on this side because we've made it narrower than it can actually be. I've got to move this out further because I wasn't thinking when I did it.
Yeah, I've moved the center wheel to the stupid place as well. That doesn't work.
What do you mean?
Look at it from above for a second, you'll realize what I mean.
What, you mean because they're fully offset from one another?
Oh no, I just attached it in a weird way. Ignore me.
No, I attached it that way because I was trying to see if I could create room for the rotors. I did that.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't you.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. That completely threw me off. I thought I had the whole thing like out of whack.
No.
Oh, okay. It's all good. It's all
So I
good.
need to go 2 blocks out and then attach the rotors on this row.
Looking at this from above, though, if you're going to do it like that, it does look like we want to have essentially 4 wheels at the front, a gap, and then 4 wheels at the rear. Because I don't think making it long is that problematic.
Oh, you mean instead of this row back here being where it is, we put a rotor hinge mechanism and then move and put another set at the back?
If you look at it from above, I don't know. There is no reason for this outside of symmetry. I've got to be honest. The way you've built the front end with the rotors attaching like they are, it looks like there should be exactly that same mechanism, but attached to the rear as well, which would result in it having 4 wheels at the front and 4 wheels at the rear.
Sure, we can do that.
I don't know.
Can you,
I'm just saying,
any
like,
chance-
this bit I'm standing on here looks like that.
any chance you can throw me another bottle?
He's this man.
I haven't killed
He's a
myself.
consumer.
I just keep forgetting
A
to.
consumer, a taker, no more.
Thank you.
No, I'm going to run out as well.
It's alright, I'll bring you a fresh one.
No, I can't say anything. I spent most of the first half of the stream on the ground because I kept forgetting.
Oh, where'd you go? You came back.
Back to refill the other bottle I had.
Oh, you're carrying 2. Wait, I've made some new bottles. I will
Ow!
double my bottles.
That's even more ow because when that happens, I fall through the floor for a worrying length of time, and then it goes, oh no, actually, you're on the surface.
Okay. So
And then
wait,
you
so
just
you're going to
keep
have to
the bottle.
describe again what you were talking about because you've lost me a bit.
No.
Is that a dead Capac? That's a dead Capac.
No, that was me getting within 10 meters of my backpack and it despawning.
To be honest, the ideas are getting even worse. It probably wouldn't help. But, hear me out here. Mr. Splitsie, come to where I am. I will introduce you to where the brain is going.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what we do is we take off this wheel here at the front. Then, you see, if you imagine that these 2 blocks I'm standing here,
Yep.
everything outside of me is like a mechanism.
Yep.
Yeah, that's our wheel mech. Replace the blocks under me with a rotor. So that not only can we camber them,
Yeah,
we
so
can
we're
twist
making
the
like
whole
complicated rocker
wheel
bogey type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then duplicate that on all 4 corners.
And just have that instead of having the middle row of wheels. Is that what you're suggesting?
If there's space for the middle row of wheels, put a couple of them in the middle as well, just to give us some bounce.
But yeah, we probably won't need them in that situation.
But in that sort of situation, we may well not need them.
The trouble we
I'm just
have,
thinking
though...
if there is space there, that
if-
gives you an impact.
The trouble we have, though, if we do that, we're not adding any extra wheels. We're still left with the same amount of thrust we've currently got. We'd still be left with 8 wheels. And for our amount of mass, part of our issue was we need more push.
Double the wheels up. On each rotor. And make the center portion narrow enough so that it can fit it. So we have a narrow, thin body, a bit like you have on the current one. But with doubled wheels on the side, so instead of a single pair on each arm, you've got ones facing inwards as well as outwards. Because in theory, the camber thing still works. If you need to camber it, then that camber should match what terrain you're going over.
Won't that be bigger than what we're currently building?
No, because you could split. You could ditch the center completely.
But then you
strip out all the center wheels.
Low.
But
All
then
you're talking about is the.
aren't you then putting other wheels on the center anyway? Because if you... Unless I'm misunderstanding.
Let's do the thing. It may well be a bit bigger. I don't know. Playing idea brain.
Alright.
What on earth am I looking at?
Something we need to get...
That was
Whoa.
one too far. That was one too far. Doll. I had that all planned out as to how I could do it and still keep it intact, and then.
Well, alright. Wasted, we need to pick a plan and just do it now, I think.
Plan C.
I have an idea that doesn't involve us building the whole rover again.
Yeah, that would make it even bigger. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
What if we just added those V-shaped wheels to the outer side of the current set of wheels on our current rover?
Sorry, say again?
So instead of going for a whole new rover, we just add another bunch of wheels off the side that can rotate up, because then they'll be able to grip the sides even if the other ones can't.
I'm kind of with Ogre here in that it's less about the amount of wheels we have and more about how many of them we can get on the ground at a time.
Yeah, and I think that will increase the number without substantially increasing the weight, while also not having to rebuild the whole rover.
Okay, I mean...
I don't know. I might be wrong.
Show me what you mean. I'm struggling to picture it.
Well,
I think the thing is, I think it's going to end up, like, if that was going to get wide, this is going to be...
oh yeah, this is going to be stupid wide. I just want to try and... I feel like I've been sitting here planning, and I want to see if we can get some motion forward.
What if you
progress.
put... What if you did that, but you put them on pistons so you could retract them when you're not using them? So if you need to fit through a smaller gap, you can retract them.
Well, what I was thinking was that, then...
What the...
Oops.
It looks like madness to me.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the idea. Oops. Oh, wait, hang on. I forgot to do one thing. I don't think I placed this in the right spot, but it's approximate. That. Wasted?
Yeah, I think I'm desynced to the point where I can't even see objects correctly now.
Yeah, helpful.
You ground stuff down and it's still there.
So we could do this with pistons as well, which would give us even more lift and reach. But do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wait for Wasted to reconnect. And then I think we're going to backtrack a little bit while we think more about how we're going to get this thing to work. Because we are still where we were basically at the start of the stream.
Don't forget to take apart bits of that. I'll jump onto this can here. Quick reconnect.
I mean, our other option would be to join Capac in his assault on the scouting outpost.
Yeah, it won't take very long.
For a bit of distraction. Why, have you already taken it out?
I took out its big gun. It's just got a few interior turrets left, I think.
I mean, regardless of what we make tonight, there's definitely now a vague outline of a vehicle
Capac,
in my
what you
mind
doing?
that I need to make at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Interesting. Very interesting.
See, then you could extend it outwards and then extend it downwards and have an extra wheel on the side.
It might help. It might not, I don't know. I am going to attempt something, and I'm going to try and do it in the light.
Ramming speed!
Yeah, we almost are at ramming speed. I'm going to see if any of these slopes up this way will get us some altitude.
You mean the ones towards the scout outpost?
Yep.
They do seem a little shallower, but they are very narrow.
Thinking this ridgeline here might be the one to go for.
This one?
Yeah, the one we're sort of pointing at right now.
Yeah, that's the one I'm at. Yeah, it'll get a bit hairy up here, but then it does smooth out quite a bit. I mean, it's more east than south.
Yeah, I'm sort of backtracking a bit, but I'm hoping that this will give us some different terrain options to pass along if we can make it up here.
You guys hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Okay, cool. My power just went out, and apparently the only thing not plugged into the UPS is my mixer.
Oh.
I have T-minus about 17 minutes. Hopefully the power comes back.
Yeah, since the last stream I tried to do, I lost power in. I was 7 minutes in and lost all power to the house.
Oh, damn. Yeah, the last time I lost power during a stream was when I bought a UPS. Because my stream got stuck live, and I couldn't stop it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. How long did that take to get fixed?
That power outage, like a week and a half. I eventually got the stream killed by, I can't remember, did I manage to log on the phone or something? I managed to get in somehow and close the thing down, but yeah, the actual outage lasted like a week and a half. It was a... We have a full-on distribution point for the power in our garden. And one of the something had gone wrong with the underground cable in there so badly that it had arced from the side of the box onto like the protective fencing around it and the side and all over the place. And so I've got a couple of pictures, and my brother was down there. It was the guy who took them when it was doing this, because as they arrived, it was still arcing like 4,800 volt electricity all along the side of this.
Okay, I don't think that's working.
Kind of scary.
Yeah, that's horrifying. My plan is for naught. It gets too steep too quick.
Yeah, I thought it might. Which is unfortunate.
Because it gets shallower just past that point?
No, because I could really use a pickup in that general direction, because I run out of hydrogen.
Now, why are we so low on power? Is the battery not on? No, it's on auto. How is the battery not able to output enough power for wheels? I'm still getting used to this concept of wheels requiring huge amounts of power.
Yeah, Wolfykins, I have my router plugged in and my modem plugged into the UPS in the other room as well. I've got one for that too, because there's no point keeping the PC up if I don't have a net connection to end the stream with, right?
Yeah, I need to get myself a UPS. Slash, probably a similar one in scale to yours, because it'd have to keep at least 2 PCs up.
Yeah, unfortunately they're not cheap, but
No.
they're also the sort of thing, because they still work mostly off lead-acid batteries, they last for ages.
Well, that's at least good, because I was worried about that aspect of it.
We could get a generator.
We could.
Not quite so quick and easy and, like, just instant crossover, though.
That is
The
true.
generator's a nice one to have for when, like, you know, that 15-minute period the UPS gives you to go and start the Jenny up.
Yes. This is... I kind of want to leave the lake at the other end.
I mean, second problem, every time I join the game, it says game paused, and I'm in spectator and I can move around and so on. I think I'm in the middle of the planet at the moment because I can see a weird, I can see nothing except for a weird hole in nowhere. I think I'm spectator cam in the middle of Earth.
Awesome.
Oh, no, Earth just doesn't appear. It's just the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I
That...
think I've had that happen before.
Yeah. Capac, do you remember how we fixed that happening to you?
No idea.
Did I have to restart the whole server?
Maybe.
Let me before you go to that extent, let me reconnect, like, quit Space Engineers, quit Steam, come back in again.
Alright.
Because you know what it's like.
Well, I'm going to try and drive out the other end of this valley. Because we clearly can't go where we're going.
Well, where we came from.
Yep. Well, I must have picked just about the worst way to go, because there is nothing we can do to get out here without building huge contraptions that are going to take us probably a whole extra stream to build. Which, as much as I would love to do, it's probably not the most entertaining thing to watch when we could climb these mountains. Oh, I left you behind, haven't I, Capac?
Sort of.
Oops.
I'm 2 and a bit kilometers away from that scout outpost.
You mean the one that's 7 kilometers away from me?
Yeah, I guess. I can't see where you are.
Yeah, we don't have an antenna anymore. What did I just get caught on? Oh, I am hating this lack of power. I gotta fix that. I wonder if that's half my problem. I wonder if we're struggling so much because we just don't have the power to get... because I'm peaking on power usage at times.
Yeah, could be. Yeah. What the...
You might be right, Wolfykins. I feel like I have some ability to go somewhere at the moment, though. If I can keep my altitude and skirt the lake instead of going down to ground level, I should have a better ability to hopefully avoid that really steep bit that's at the other end. I probably should never have driven down into the valley that I got down into for this in the first place.
Mr. Splitsie,
Yes, wasted.
could you do me a favour, please?
Yes?
Could you find me in my wonderful seat on the front?
Mm-hmm.
I think you know which one. And please grind me out of it and kill me.
You reckon that's going to help? Sure.
I might. It looks like it doesn't know what character to connect.
Let me just... Entity list. Characters. Oops. Characters. Wasted space.
That also works.
Remove.
People in the chat
Cannot
are going
remove
on about
online
the
play.
hydrogen engine.
Yeah, it's running. Well, I just killed you. Because I couldn't
on.
remove you.
Not
And
quite the lead sandwich, but it'll do.
Oh no! Your stuff's underneath the wheel and I can't get it. Oh wait, yes I can.
I didn't do that.
I did that.
I know. and as such, it sounds like a you problem.
At least I can see through the wheel if I climb inside it. No, don't! Oh, where'd it go? No. Stop! Stop rolling!
Oh dear, this doesn't sound good.
It stopped, and I got the stuff. Okay.
I like being right, but that is particularly bizarre.
What? What happened?
Well, I've spawned in, alive, near my body location.
Oh, your body location's probably disappearing because I grabbed all your stuff.
I know, but, like,
Why?
you killed me in order to fix it so that I could spawn in, so why am I alive here?
I
Next to
don't
my
know.
body.
That is weird. I've kind of got some momentum right now. So I'm kind of gonna have to ditch you.
What?
Oh, I
Oh,
think
blooming hell, I see you. Go, good going. Keep going.
I think-
You can hop on.
You
You
just-
should be able to hop on.
You just treated, didn't you?
No. I hit the trees with my wheels, so they weren't slowing me down. But I have got one that's
Oh,
dead in
yeah,
front of me.
sure.
But I'm actually on a relatively
sure, I
flat
can
bit. I should be able to catch. I should be able to get
Those
going
trees
again.
rolling down the hill, and it looks fine.
But this looks good. I think there's a bit of a flatter bit at the top of the hill as well, mountain. So we should.
I think Reggie has it right. The answer clearly requires more chocolate.
But this feels like potential progress. Oh, come on. You were doing so well. Yes, come on. Make. Go uphill.
Eh. Right. Offering me to question the Capitan. But we go in the right direction.
No.
You have now turned around to more the correct direction, but
I had to turn a little bit because I couldn't make forward progress going the other way. I was stuck. So I'm now trying to tack the other way up the hill. Oh. If I can get some... Gah. Oh, I can't use brakes and any drive at the same time. That's what I keep doing wrong. Okay. Where are you, Capac? You're back.
You just ran me over.
Sorry. I didn't
Was
know
back.
you were spawning.
oh jeez,
That's true.
oh jeez, and again.
Yep. These trees are not allowing me to get momentum.
It's going to be one of these sort of rides. Roger that.
Yep.
Ow.
Bulldoze.
Learn a driver.
Yeah. Someone put a big LCD on the back with a nice yellow L on it.
Well, yours are yellow. Ours are white outside, red L.
How's a yellow background, black L?
Oh, yeah, fair play.
And then you
Yeah,
get...
David Crisp. I was wondering about that bit, but I'm sure he has a plan. I couldn't question too hard because my direction is currently... My compass is set into the bearing mode. And so...
Yes, I'm definitely meant to be heading south, but I'm also trying to gain some altitude so that I can drive along ridge lines instead of trying valleys, because it seems like valleys just don't work. And there's a little bit of level ground, if you can see just in the center of screen now. That's what I'm trying to get to.
We'll drive up to the top of the mountain.
I would personally be maybe heading to the left. There does look like there is a gap between the two mountains there that's not the whole way up, because this doesn't look like it's a ridge. I can go up and have a bit of a reconnoitre, if that would help.
Sure.
Let me just find myself some hydrogen. Oh god. Trying to move around on here is dangerous.
Yeah, sorry, I can't really give you much warning of when I suddenly get some grip and can get some motion going.
It's not that. It's not that. It's
And so the lag is a nightmare as well, I imagine.
There's about a second delay at times between pressing the button and it actually moving, and in that time a lot can have changed.
What the?
Where are you, Capac?
I'm here.
Oh, you are too. Why can't I?
Oh hey, Capac.
I give up.
How went the adventure?
It's really hard to see the turrets on the scout outpost.
When it's this dark.
Well, even when it's not this dark.
I'm sure they light up just in time for you to see them when they kill you.
You know, they light up just as I've already been killed by them.
Projectile speed of something ridiculous.
That feels backwards.
That was backwards.
Doing it Aussie style.
Oh, Capac or Wasted. Can one of you guys add an extra battery? I was meaning to do that before and I got distracted and forgot. You may need to break down some motors to get the nickel for the power cells. Because, yeah, I wasn't intentionally not doing that. I definitely feel we may get some improvements in mobility if I have more power.
Oh god, it was gonna happen eventually. Goodbye, cruel world.
Did I just run you over? Or did you fall off?
Yes, you did, but it didn't do anything.
Oh, you were already
I fell
dead.
Off. No, I'm still alive. You definitely just ran me over.
Oh, this doesn't look good.
That's right, I'll meet you at the top of the hill.
You might be waiting a while. Yeah, you're right, Capac. This does not look good. Huh. We're beyond 45 degrees, aren't we?
Well, this triangular block seems very flat at the moment.
Oh, come on.
Looks like we're headed for a full frontal assault at my scout outpost.
Yeah, in about 2 days' time.
Well, there's only one thing to do. More speed!
I'm trying.
Whoa, what's that?
We're at 20 meters a second, finally.
We just drove past a thing.
Power!
Oh. Oh.
I predict a hill in the near future.
Oh, I might have gotten cocky trying to get up that slope. Oh. Wolfikins, the challenge with this thing is I can't do the turns. So while I can go sideways once, I then can't go sideways back the other way to get further up. So I'm kind of having to pick my moments for when I try and turn and do my little switchbacks. Because I often just can't do them. Oh, come on. No.
Oh.
Nuts. That's not going to work. Oh, this is not good. We are so sideways.
I've completely lost sight of you, but I can tell you, you're starting to, if you're anywhere near me, starting to try and drive up stuff that is difficult for the engineer to walk up.
Oh, I just got air. A little bit.
Oh boy.
Wasted, you may need to do a respawn, although I can probably wait here for you.
Yeah, it's a bit flatter here, relatively.
I'm going to wait here for you.
I got a plan.
I think we're making progress.
I would jump to my death, but the lag is preventing me from doing so. Just keeps pulling me back to the ground again whenever I press space. I can't actually jump. Alright, we'll do it the other way. Oh, hello, friends.
Checking again to make sure everything is at 100% power. And it very much is. Yay, everyone's back. Alright. Forward ho!
I'm assuming south is at 180.
If we're currently heading at 90, yes.
Yeah, I'm looking over in the direction of 180, and in 4.4 kilometers I see Heartbeat.
Yes.
So if we were to head direct south, we'd pass Heartbeat. The thing is, we were 1.4 kilometers from that when we started.
Yes, the lake is between us and Heartbeat. So I'm trying to go around the lake by going up the mountain.
Around over the top.
Yeah. So that we can hopefully find a way down that doesn't... a way south that doesn't require us going up that valley that we couldn't get through.
Oh, ridge.
Kudos on the wheel setup. This is working well.
All I did really was lower the suspension and
Set up the angles properly.
set up the angles on the middle wheels a bit better. And to just for the win, all I did was increase them a bit. 5 wasn't enough. I think they're on 9?
Yeah, 8 or 9 I think it was.
Maybe you should just build all your vehicles with the wheels canted on a 45-degree angle from now on.
Well, I can't help but feel like that, Capac, given how like level we are. In fact, we're starting to creep over level at this point, which means that you're beyond 45.
Yes, I am very much beyond 45 right now. I am using the
also
gyroscopes.
very much holding Q to
Yes.
save your life.
Yes, I am. Oh no. That was a bounce that I didn't want.
Oh, you know what this game needs?
What, Capac?
Zip lines.
Zip lines, glider suits. I mean, come on now, glider suit.
Oh yeah,
What game is not
wingsuit would be
improved
pretty
by a
cool.
glider suit. Grappling hook,
I really hope we get
Game-
daylight
what
soon so
game
that we
is-
can pick where we're going.
not improved by that.
So I feel like
I
I'm
could-
wrapping around this mountain. And I need to pick
now,
where I go downhill.
That is,
I'm gonna-
true, because very soon we're going to be in range of that scout outpost.
Well, we can go take it out when we are in range.
Oh god, Splitsie, man, seriously, you're pushing the angle here pretty hard.
I know. I'm looking at my artificial horizon.
Oh,
Legitimately considering following what chat is saying, and yeah, I'm going to do it.
What are you going to do?
Reduce the suspension height on your left side wheels.
Oh, so that we're not pushing as far.
So you've got a bit less of a cant to you, yeah?
Yep, that's a good name, Tex. That is also a good name, Ison.
Don't let me forget I've done that, but yes, your left side wheels are softer than your right side.
Okay, we're going to have to stop here and take out that base.
I told you.
What do you mean stop here?
What? We're stopping here. It's holding. I'm not touching anything. We're about to get in. We're about to get in gun range of that enemy base. We're about like
This is not where you just stop, Mr. Splitsie.
What else do you want me to do?
It's the perfect staging ground for our assault.
All right, we got to assault this scouting outpost. Let's do it.
I returned to this image I brought up earlier.
I feel like I did an injustice in the thumbnail. I think Wasted should have been the one face palming. All right, boys, you ready?
Nope.
Yeah, even the Jeep guy would be full pucker at that angle, correct. Anybody with what they call sense would be full pucker at that angle, because you can just look at it here and I'm like, oh, that doesn't look too bad. Oh, wait, no, I'm not actually quite upright yet, am I?
Okay. I have a grinder.
That is not physics.
I have a grinder and no other equipment.
This is thanks to the fake low center of gravity that wheeled vehicles have, that this works. Oh, Capac's already in gun range. Let's go, Wasted. Although you probably
I
want to wait.
haven't got any tools.
Oh. Make some?
You know, the most
Oh,
useless
Capac
tools
just died.
ever are just literal cannon fodder.
I almost made it. Yeah, there's no tools.
Well, make... Oh, jeez. Do I have to make them?
No, we're missing iron again.
I'll just break down some plates.
Roger that, have you got?
Or unless
you only
unless you want me to work
roger.
the drill, I could drill some of the mountainside while we're here.
Yes, push into it with a piston. Yes, what a great plan. Let's do that.
What even killed me?
I probably don't want to be carrying 2 full sets of tools. Sorry, Wasted, I was holding your
sorry,
tools.
But there we go, that's where they are. Of your left-hand side wheels, one is kinda on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I've reached the
It's
enemy base.
sliding.
You have? It's sliding, is it?
Yeah, it's sliding.
Slowly, though, isn't it?
If you... fast enough, it's also twisting.
Oh, it is too. All right, Capac, you need to take out that base so we can move in.
I'm working on it.
Oh, Wasted. You might want to grab a seat and maybe grab control of one of the turrets on this thing. The one on the front.
That I can do. Little advisory notice. Actually, is there a seat?
No.
The only seat I can find is damaged. Okay, great. Thanks for the suggestions, Blitz.
Okay, I'm
I will
inside
get right on that.
What?
the base.
Once I've built myself a seat.
I thought it might be more useful for me to take control of the vehicle that was sliding sideways down the cliffside
Okay, yes.
than to build a seat first.
Yes, okay. Understood.
Capac?
Yeah?
Is that thing still armed?
Yep. I'm trying to find its power source. That doesn't look good.
Tip regarding turrets and not wanting them to fire: rather than turn them off, turn the aiming radius down to nothing.
Yep.
That way you can still manually control them. And apparently when you get in them, they're stuck firing for some non-apparent reason.
Yep.
Alright, I'm on the turret.
Alright, the enemy base is apparently shooting out at 800 meters. So I can't really bring us into range, otherwise we get shot. Capac?
Hold on. I think I found a battery.
It's still broadcasting. Wasted. How confident
Yes.
do you feel taking the driver's seat? Because I think you're going to really struggle to fight with your lag.
I can probably hold it.
Did the
just keep an
antenna-
eye
I
on
don't
it.
want to drive it.
Yes, the
I
antenna's
just
down.
don't-
The antenna's down.
All right, should be safe then.
All right, maybe go back to turret again, and I will move us forward.
Yeah,
Oh jeez.
I'm the ping master, the lag master himself. I'm not trustworthy doing anything outside of like light roles, light duties only. Poor fella.
Problem? Oh no, never mind. I had my park brakes on. Whoops.
Oh, that's where it was. Stupid cheeky.
That would be a problem, yeah.
turret.
I think I might be able to go down to that snow.
Yeah, it's all good. You're safe to approach now.
Yep.
Yeah, do it. And get off the rock as soon as possible. Oh God, you have a fascination with trees. That fascination with trees is going to come back to bite you one day.
Hey, it saved me most of the time.
Keep
They don't clang you out as badly as they used to.
fascination.
I know they don't, but to be honest, they spent a long while being deadly to large vehicles and being fine to small. And now they've kind of flipped that back on its head again.
Capac, have you taken ownership of that thing?
No.
Could you do that just in case we start accidentally shooting it?
No.
You were all good. As I said, I dropped all the range on the turrets down to 0, so
Oh, okay.
they won't shoot even if they're on.
Alright, so let's grab the ammo and stuff from this thing, and then hopefully we will get some sunrise, and then I can make some more forward progress, because we are in a much better position, I think.
All thanks to
Transport
me.
Courier 2.6 clicks out. Probably not a concern, I'm just mentioning. Me
Yep.
and my welder will come and help.
Capac, you did well.
Took me long enough. Yeah. What the? Who's responsible for that?
Did you do that? Wasted. If you did, kudos, because that was funny. If you
I had no part in that. That has just happened. I'm sorry, but
I don't understand.
I think I know what was happening. I think the door was the floor. And we both ground through it.
what do you mean we both go through? I only have a welder.
No, Capac and I.
Okay.
What? No, I was on the roof.
Oh. Well, then I just ground through and made a idiot of myself all in one go. Good job.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Quite as good as I was hoping. Oh, God damn it. Alright, I'm not coming up there. I can't jump over that hole with the lag.
We've got some nice tier 2 tools now. I will go put one set in the base.
Can you get me some oxygen as well? Not oxygen,
Sure.
I don't need oxygen.
You don't need oxygen.
No, well, I can just open the helmet. You know?
That thing I only learnt during these streams, that if it's low pressure you can open your helmet, but your suit won't refill its oxygen. Where is the wasted? The wasted is down the bottom. There. Hello. Have a
Oh wow, you fall on the
bottle.
ground on my screen as well. You also look really short. The hell?
Is your viewpoint high or something?
Yeah, my viewpoint
Your
is...
camera's extra high
You
or
are the-
something.
You are the tiniest space engineer. Look at
Whoop.
you. Oh,
Whoop, whoop.
oh, it's so gorgeous.
I really want to see what Wasted can see right now.
All right, your head is about level with the top of my welder.
Huh.
Oh, I've had that happen before.
You have too,
Like,
Capac.
I am enormous in comparison to you.
Aw.
Splitsie
Marine
in
style.
the land of the
I'm a
giants.
9 foot tall,
Oops, did I accidentally
mechanically
get rid of the
engineered
grinder?
man.
Did get rid of the grinder and I've got 2 welders instead.
That doesn't sound right. Quick, nick his grinder.
We know
No.
our duty and we shall do it.
Oh, there wasn't... Okay, that explains a lot. There were Tech 2 drills, but no Tech 2
Whoa!
grinder.
That's a giant ice boulder flying down a hill.
What? What did you do?
Okay, so south is...
There was like an
that
O2
way.
generator and I ground it down by mistake.
I feel like you guys have collected most of value in here.
There's a lot of stuff left in the antenna. Like
Ooh.
large steel tubes.
And there's a
whatnot.
turret over this side that no one had picked up yet.
Nope. No, not all components were successfully put into... Oh, I didn't have anything queued up. Roger that. Helpful message, thank you.
Inventory full.
Do. I don't need to be carrying that much ammo.
Loot and pillage.
Timber!
There we go.
Huh? Wow, man. Like the ground move.
Oh, right.
You felt the earth move.
I did.
Disassemble.
How are you just doing it for me, Capac?
Indeed. What? What a weird time to look up and read nasty Aussie hobbits in the chat.
What?
Oh, right. Yep. I'm glad I figured out the context for that after a little bit of thought.
I could go for some second breakfast right now.
You haven't even had a first breakfast right now.
I'll have that after second breakfast.
Let's see if we can make 80 of these.
Thing is, breakfast for the most part, overrated.
No.
Hear me out here. The best foods. If you're gonna have second something, right, have
Pancakes.
second dinner. Have second dinner. Come on now.
What's wrong with pancakes for dinner?
Porque no les dos.
Well, nothing wrong with that. I wasn't arguing with the pancakes. I was arguing with the breakfast.
See, this is where my morning person comes in, and I do like my breakfast foods. Feels like the most legitimate time to stuff my face full of sugar.
See, Umber's with me. He's ready for second dinner. Who wouldn't be? It's like, well, I just had a steak. Oh, but I can have another. Why? That sounds great.
I think we might be able to get another battery on here.
Yeah, it's producing power cells, but
I think I may have ground down enough of the other things to get them. Because it would be nice to have that. And then... Oh, we got daylight! Alright, I'm going to leave you guys to the battery.
Oh man, I want a cornetto.
I was going to say, Modoc had a cornet over breakfast. What? That sounds like winning.
Well, it's partially made out of waffle, so that counts as breakfast.
You guys might want to get on board.
He says already leaving.
Well,
Thank you.
I started driving, realised you weren't on, stopped driving, and said something. This
Right.
doesn't look like it was as helpful as I hoped. Getting to here.
Yeah, we didn't need
Oh,
steel
well,
for
well.
anything.
Wait for the day where his blasé attitude regarding trees will bite him in the arse. He hasn't learned. God damn it. He hasn't been through the time I have. You weren't there, man.
I watched though.
They aren't in the trees. They are the trees.
Oh, what's that? Keen have patched in Ents in the latest update.
Wasted. Can you fix my left wheels, please?
Oh no, I think it's much more fun this way around.
Because now I'm
Whoa! Don't break suddenly.
A little bit slanty, are we?
just a little bit.
just leaning over to one side, just a little more than you'd like.
Yeah.
I can imagine that might be quite awkward. Yes.
Yes.
Bulletproof glass.
There you go.
Now, I don't see a... There we go. I don't see a great way down
Ow!
from here.
I just got a mouthful of pine needles.
He's doing it to spite me now, I'm sure of it.
I don't have a choice!
This callous disregard, Splitsie, it will be punished.
We'll have the EPA after us.
As much as possible, I do try and hit them with my wheels, but sometimes there's not a choice. There's no option. Does anyone see a good way down? Our road
You
appears
said
to
you
be...
had parachutes.
This way.
Well, I don't have parachutes yet.
Right.
I don't want to go too down, I want to kind of stay up a bit.
Yeah, that's not really an option.
Yeah, I would hold still a sec, but if we jump up, I
Yeah.
suspect that you don't have the option to not
think-
stay up.
Well, could I not... Okay.
You're on a pinnacle. There is no way to go other than back the way you came or down.
Okay, I think I know where I'm going to go.
There's like a... To the southeast, there's like a pass through the mountains. I think that's the
To
direction
be
we want to
fair,
be heading.
that's pretty much to the... It's almost to the south. It's like south-southeast. That looks good.
So there's no... That's not the ice lake?
No.
No, we've passed that now.
Okay. So
Yes,
straight down is what you're telling me?
We can go that way now. We're not about to
Yep.
pass back over
Straight
the place
down.
we started again.
Straight down, no brakes.
Can hit the concern then.
Oh man, it's so dark down here. It's like the shadow fell.
I'm trusting you guys that I can get back up the other side of this thing.
What? Well, that's your mistake
I
right
can't
there.
give you full info, but it looks like...
Because otherwise I was
It's
going to
our
veer
best option.
left and try and go over that peak that's directly ahead of me.
No, you don't want to do that. But there's like... It's like a sea of darkness down here. There could be anything.
Well, we're about to
All right,
find it.
I'm doing it.
Tree, help me. Thank you. See, I use trees as brakes.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. What's that? I see another installation.
Oh, installation is bad. Installation...
Well, I can't... A lookout tower.
Oh, I thought you said you saw something that actually was tagged as installation.
No, I saw an installation that isn't necessarily named an installation.
Alright, left side is easy for a decent length of time, but is also blocked from going right for ages. There is a ridge line that runs down between the two of them.
So should I try
Right
and...
side actually doesn't look too bad.
Okay.
There's going to be a craggy bit or two, but there's a lot of smooth over there as well.
Alright, I will go that way then, and I'll try and get across that roughly, that sort of plateau that's between these mountains.
Commando Capac is at it again.
Oh, at least there's combat going on one of the perspectives.
No, I don't know if I'd go that far.
I feel like this is real progress now. Finally. Should have done this to begin with. Hindsight and all that.
Wow, okay.
Okay, this is a
I
deep
am
gully.
60 meters from the enemy base.
That's fine, but I'm going to build the vehicle of my dreams. And if I'm ever invited back, then we will see.
I would love to build that vehicle. I just wanted to get some progress today.
No,
I got impatient.
I get you totally.
And I knew you'd understand.
That would have been committing the rest of the stream to building it.
Maybe
And
next
again,
time, Wasted. Because...
We also hadn't made much progress.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Why is there a pink block on the ground?
What?
I think I've got a missing texture. Literally, off to the left of the vehicle, I can see a pink block on the
Not
ground.
for me.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hang on a second.
What just
No,
happened?
not for me.
Yeah, hang on. Let me get close. Where is it? Left side of the vehicle.
Oh, I really hate that.
Nope. It's gone. Weird. I've had that happen.
Slow loading texture.
Yeah.
Ow.
Oh, hi, Capac.
Quit driving away from me. I need hydrogen.
You know about Control Z, right, Capac?
I've heard of it.
Ascent. It's
That was
also
sketchy.
known as the don't let Splitsie mess with you keybind.
It is such an awkward button combination to
It
hit
is so awkward
quickly.
to press while you're doing it. It's just like you're trying to fly. You've got to look directly at the target as well.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
And and it doesn't work if you're pressing any other key. So you have to kind of coast to be in the right position. Oh dear.
Ooh. It's alright, man. You got to keep that suspension soft. That's the trick. Gotta let it move.
And use gyros
not-
to hit with more than one
Not
wheel.
too much. Yeah, of course. I'm actually pretty pleased with how that suspension's moving around on this. Looking at that
Yeah.
front set move up and down, that's looking pretty smooth.
Oh, I will always love the way that suspension moves in this and that it feels right, even though it's totally fake. with the way
Even
it
though
looks.
when you start trying to do something more complex with it, you start to realise that
Yeah.
for a given value of right.
Oh. This is
I
horrible
think
ground.
clockwork, my friend. You have just discovered your next mod request.
What, a missing texture block?
Missing extra block to mess with people with.
Oh,
I reckon it's got to be. Ooh.
let's go right.
Okay, that sounds like a more sensible idea than I had in mind.
Oh, were you going to jump?
Mm-hmm.
Full power! No,
You just hold X as well, and probably be all right. You got gyro.
we'd probably need to strengthen our suspension a little bit to get enough kick.
You'd need to buff it up beforehand, I suspect, and then you'd bounce nicely on the landing. Oh yes.
Alright, I've taken the enemy outposts.
Really?
Yep.
Capac Empire has formed.
A new Fort Capac rises. Well,
I didn't commit.
yeah, I lost my
Hang on,
perspective.
let me give you a bit more on the front. Have you got the groups set? Front back? All right.
I don't think that any of the groups are set properly anymore, because they were set up when I had 6 wheels, not 8.
Oh, good. Roger that. I've already made one. I've already made a second mid group,
Yes.
but I guess I will guess randomly.
What?
Right.
No. No. Oh, we're gonna have to get down this way.
Hang on.
Whoa! I've lost power.
Uh-oh.
Wasted. I've lost all power.
Yeah, I can't help with that
Why have we lost all power?
because we have run out of power.
Is our battery dead? Our battery is totally dead.
I can still hear the hydrogen engine running. We just got no. Hang on. Let me have a look over this.
Yeah, the engine's running, but it's got 0 fuel. It's just making the noise and doing the pictures, doing the moving. Right. Well, that sucks. Did we ever get those extra power cells? Yeah.
That's exactly what I was checking. They're in the assembler, and I don't think it's quite enough. Yeah, there's 28 in there.
Oh, no, we only need
there is
27.
Exactly enough.
Can we get direct access to the assembler, though?
They're in the assembler, so
We have to
yes,
grind
yes,
into-
'cause we.
get access.
No, it's on the back of the engine, isn't it?
Hang on. Let me just see if I can get some steel plate so I can create another link, and then I'll grind away a one of those cargo containers. Yep, that side's linked. Oh, I actually don't need to grind the whole thing away.
Where's my bullets? Give me my bullets.
Thoughts on the use of our last few minutes of power?
Have a party?
Is it last few minutes? Let me
Yeah. I'm going to get us a bit down out of here. I'm going to try and get us down to a better spot. Oh, hang on. Can we turn all the lights off?
I'm on it. That's
Yep.
what I'm doing at the moment.
What? I was going to say the opposite. Set the lights to strobe. Have a disco with the last remaining power.
I mean, it's got a certain elegance to it, I won't lie.
Okay, there we go.
Oh,
There you go. You guys should be able to see it on your HUDs now. Where did you guys
Fort
go?
Capac. Capac sweet bachelor pad. Right.
Right, we really need to find some flat ground, lock down, and get the turbines running for a bit.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Where is the rover now?
Well, we can't really broadcast to you. We'll have to send you a GPS when we lock down.
Was it this way?
No, I'll
Oh,
send
wait,
you a
I think I found
GPS
you.
of our current.
Yep, I see movement.
Big weird looking blue thing. Like kind of half crashing at all times. That's the one you're looking for.
I'd argue, but you're right.
I come bearing gifts.
What do you think about this for a spot to pause wasted?
I think that's better than nothing. It's flat enough.
Yeah.
Let me get a landing gear.
Yep. We probably will add some solar panels now, I think, so that we get at least a little bit of ongoing power. But it doesn't really generate very much, and we've been in the dark the majority of the time.
Yeah, have you considered, and I can totally understand why you might not want to do this, taking like an orbital shot of the map and trying to show each stream how far you've gone?
Ah, let me show everyone something that was sent to me that is a map of how I'd gone so far. So at the start of the stream I showed the GPS markers, but Bravada, I think it was, sent me an actual map. Here we go. Let's... How do I... sorry, guys, just setting this up. And then we go there, there. Why am I seeing shooting?
No reason.
There we go. On stream, you guys should be able to see the map that Bravada did. It shows where we went before. Also, thanks to Roman, we have been continuously dropping GPS markers every 10 minutes.
So we can see quite how much of a circle
Yeah. Yeah.
Splitsie's been doing at any given time.
Yep. Yep.
Perfect.
So something I was saying, I started to say before, was next week I will be streaming again. It will probably have to be on Saturday though. So I'll see So I'm not putting Wasted on the spot. I'll see if he's able to join. Capac won't be able to because he works Saturdays.
Yep.
But I am planning on continuing this again next week. It was only the intervening weeks that I couldn't do because I was working. So, how is our power situation? Do we need more turbines?
Yes.
Fully charged in 3 hours. Yes, we need a lot more turbines.
Always need more turbines.
I don't think that's the best answer.
What do you think the best answer is, Wasted?
I don't have one.
Could rub 2 sticks together.
We don't have easy access to ice anymore, so hydrogen engines aren't great.
Do we not?
No, I don't think we do. Because we're kind of out of a lot of that at the moment. And apparently we can't carry enough ice to make them a viable option.
I mean, ahead of us, I can still see some snowy peaks.
Yes, I can too, but
There
are we going to be able to
might-
drive to them?
I wasn't necessarily thinking that, but it's not like you leave the frozen mountains and suddenly frozen water is not a thing.
This is true. This is true.
We could mine some ice at the top of the mountain and roll it down the hill to the rover.
If only the server wouldn't delete it midway.
Problem is, David, with the reactor plan, where do you get the uranium from?
Or the reactor. We're gaining power, but way too slowly right now.
I don't think it was the wheels that was using all your power.
Oh, it
honestly.
absolutely is. 5x5 wheels now
Calculated
use huge
text.
amounts of power.
But-
apparently.
but
I was peaking a battery.
Yeah, but
What? You
that's
were
with
peaking at
refineries
batteries?
And assemblies.
They
They
were
refineries and assemblies.
On,
and
but
stuff
not
on.
working, though.
The refinery was.
Most of the time it wasn't, though. I only just turned it on then because I decided to drill some materials out so we can make some more batteries. Because I think for the rest of
I'd only
stream...
just turned it off, but yeah, there's probably nothing for it to process. So I don't know.
It's hard.
That seems stupid. If they've really increased the power usage of wheels, like how useless did you want to make wheels?
They've increased it quite a
Honestly.
lot.
If they're really beefing up the wheel like power cost, it removes any purpose behind using them.
It would be cool to have a fusion reactor.
Why isn't...
What would you fuel it with?
A fusion reactor? Oh, we need to find some, you could get helium-3 on the moon. And some deuterium. I guess you'd get that from ice as well.
Probably wouldn't help us right now.
Dang assembler being full
Not
of
so much, but it would be cool.
stuff. Okay, I'm building a couple of extra batteries so that we will have more batteries regardless.
That's usually why you build new batteries.
No, as in so that we can just use their base power that they start with.
Wonder how many people I could kill standing on 1 foot.
Do your repeated clones count?
I don't know, that's not really 1 foot anymore though, that's like dozens of feet. Don't put... Okay, no feet.
Yep. I think solar panels are going to be required. What I might do is move us forward a little bit and send the drill down again.
Go for it. Get it down there.
Switch.
I'll also give you a little heads up that my timer currently says 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Mine says 3:38.
Yeah, that's the one off OBS. I don't have your dashboard, so.
Yeah. There we go. Locked again. Turbine's back on. Drills on. Pistons extend.
Pistons extend.
I think we're mainly getting dirt, which is why we're not getting much material from this. Maybe I need to drive onto a bit of rock.
This is why, with his drills on, turbines on, pistons extend, we need Mr. Splitsie to come and join us on Global Space Engineering at some point soon as well.
You mean like in about 48 hours?
He is match fit for a launch sequence, clearly.
Yeah, probably.
48 hours or so, which sounds about right, yeah. Let's do it.
Well, if anyone's wondering where that's going to be, there's actually a link in the to Wasted's channel in the community post that I did about this stream and that one on the channel.
Oh, you posted about that as well.
I did.
4 times. Wow.
All right.
Yeah, Kerbal's always a good bit of fun.
It's not actually Kerbal. We do need to play Kerbal together at some point,
Yes.
especially if there's something that you're interested in as well, Capac. But no, this is my attempt to make Kerbal in Space Engineers with a choice selection of mods. So a bit like you guys are doing here, where it's kind of you got some limitations and some things to help out and so on. That same idea, but Kerbal style. So we're still currently attempting to achieve proper moon landing. In that we can get there, getting back, not so much.
Yeah, that's always the problem. All right. While there's still a teensy bit of daylight, I'm going to make a bit more progress. If I can figure out a way to do so.
When you press forwards and the game moves you sideways, whoa, okay, that's just what even help.
Where are you? Oh.
Inside a wheel briefly and now dead. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Oh, damn. You can't help but laugh. And now I'm chasing my corpse, which is slowly rolling. It's come back here, Stig.
So I think we made it 1 kilometer
I'm
further
surfing
from
my
the North
corpse.
Pole.
Oh no. 1 kilometer further.
Yeah, then we started.
Huzzah!
You still have time. Did it just... Yeah.
Whoa! Oh,
And now it
jeez.
says it's back up over... I am a little confused.
I just saw the wind turbines come over the top of the rise, and I was like, "Oh, there's a Cthulhu coming over the hill at me."
All right, I'm going to have to lose this landing gear. We'll have to rebuild it.
Are we suitably... Actually, we'll have enough power, won't we? Yeah, will we? Alright.
I've added a second battery. An extra battery.
An extra. Back up.
Yeah, I fell in a doom hole.
That's the point where I really wish I could do like a convincing Lord of the Rings like dwarf accent.
I feel like of the 3 of us, you'd be the most likely to be able to pull off something like that.
Still no. I know better than that.
I haven't
I know
actually,
better than that
Dang
by
it.
far.
I was trying to convince you to do it.
I haven't actually sat and watched Lord of the Rings in such a long time.
It's basically just a really heavy Scottish accent, to be honest.
Yeah. That's why I figured you'd be more likely to be able to hit it.
Geographically closer, not in any other way.
Well, you'd probably heard a few more of them than we have.
Yeah, all I can remember is toss me.
Shall we quickly build a bridge? And Wasted, shall we do this the way that you discussed with me before we started the stream?
Do we have the steel plates?
Use the
do.
backs of refineries.
No.
No? Oh, no,
I saw you do that. That's not appropriate for this technique.
You want to use a single block of armor?
No, I want to use 2.
Well, then the refinery is the same width.
Yeah, but you said yourself you think it's probably slower. You said it in the stream. I watched it earlier. I'll repeat your own words back to you. As you realise that actually getting the placement point, and the only reason you could place it down as easily as you did is because you'd already run a line of armour to begin with.
That is true.
Now imagine trying to place it end to end over and over again.
So you're doing the other bridge and I'm doing this one?
Yeah. To avoid the crypticness that is this, I should mention that I did say he needs to work on his bridge building because it is a trait of every Top Gear episode, or every Top Gear special, and I consider this to be a bit of a Top Gear special sort of challenge, that they will at some point have to drive over a rickety bridge that for some reason is not quite wide enough to fit their vehicles on.
Speaking of rickety wasted, I think we've got to switch to 2x1x1s. We may have to switch to slopes.
Hey, just jump off the end. I'll clear the tree out.
Oh, jeez. Sure. This is an ending. This is an ending.
Hang on, how much? You place these with just... No, they're interior plates to place. That's annoying. Oh well. Yeah, jump off the end. Get the attitude right with the gyros, you'll be fine.
God, it's so dark down here.
A percentage or 2 more on the suspension is all that's needed, strength-wise.
Capac, can I ask you to do something useful?
I'm doing something useful.
What are you doing?
I'm making a thing.
You appear to be down in a hole.
Yeah, but doing a thing in a hole.
This is so going to end terribly. But it's worth doing.
A thing in a... Are we rescuing you from said hole?
No, I'm good.
At any point?
Everything is fine here. There is no cause for alarm. The wings are not on fire.
No bush kangaroos needed. Why won't you make my go?
I had to make at least one, like, slightly dodgy Australian reference during the evening.
This is true.
I couldn't go the whole way through.
This is true. As long as you don't start referencing neighbours or something like that, I'll be okay.
What? No. No. Come on now.
Or Kylie Minogue.
Again, I have standards.
I know.
I mean, you could reference both of them at the same time.
I definitely haven't had a certain image come up every time that I've had to restart Space Engineers.
You've lost me now.
Nothing.
Ow, Kylie.
Now, people may be wondering what the heck I'm up to right now.
Yeah, they're probably wondering the same thing about me.
Probably. Did we actually...
Splitsie,
What? Oh,
that's some oxygen, please. No, not oxygen. Hydrogen. Other one again.
sure. Where is the wasted? Oh, you're at the back.
Standing forlorn at the back of the front of the truck.
Here you are.
Thinking, oh, the days where I could fly. Those were good times.
So I'm putting a couple of turbines on the bottom of the bridge so that I can put some lights along it.
Of course you are.
Well, more for stream to see than for me to see.
Yeah, seeing things is good.
You know you have control over the time of day, right?
Yeah, that seems cheating.
So if you wanted to make a really visible finale, that...
I know. Wasted, do you really think I'd do things so simply?
No, but I think stream would forgive you if you're just like, no, the most sensible way of doing this is just making it daytime, rather than equipping the entire bridge with lights.
Well, I kind of... To be honest, part of the reason that I'm wanting to do it this way is so that we have the deep chasm of black that we have no idea how far we'll actually fall.
No, that's not good. You want to be able to see what's happening underneath.
What? Because there might be crocs down there snapping.
I feel like Capac's doing something down there.
I mean, you might have gotten really close to
Oh,
what's
God.
happening.
Of course. Capac, if you finish that, I will creative mode copy paste a whole bunch of them.
I was not expecting that.
Even after the top hat.
Even after the top hat, no.
That is where Capac shines.
So I'm understanding now that Capac and Mac have some similarities as well.
You make a good point. Okay, we can see... Yeah, we can see enough. So we doing this, Wasted?
Please, Wasted. We told him we'd forgive him if he just pasted the rover out of the alley. But instead he went 60-degree hill climbing.
Are you done? You done, Capac? Because you got only a couple of minutes before the stream's ending.
Yeah, pretty much.
There we go. Precarious bridge that we don't quite fit on. That may or may not fall apart underneath us. Established. Perfect. Can confirm.
With crocodiles in the water that we're crossing over. Quote unquote water.
Yes, quote unquote water.
Alright, I am going to have to change the time of day because we need to see those crocodiles.
I didn't have time to make water as well. What on earth was that?
The blah, 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 that was making a bunch of GPS markers because it's linked to the time of day that the game's... That's one of the reasons why I don't do it.
I've been hearing that weird noise all night.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So Wasted, we've got enough suspension strength, you think, for the landing?
Let me have a little peek. Maybe a little bit of a tweak.
Because I'm just going to go full power.
Bingo. I cleared the tree out for you. You should be good. As long as you land us straight, you'll be fine.
All right, Capac.
No, not straight, you know what I mean.
Yep.
Like, as many wheels as possible level.
Yep.
Yep.
Everybody's on board?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh no, crocodiles!
Oh no! Hope they don't eat us.
Oh no! My gyroscopes did not work!
Oh!
You were supposed to kind of like front up.
My gyroscopes didn't work! I tried! They just didn't do enough! Still?
We may well be considerably heavier than we were.
Oh, some bad things happened here.
Yeah, we lost a few of our front blocks of armor. Also,
I don't quite
this is a
understand how
seam in
we
the
blew
world.
such a... This is a seam in the world,
Yeah.
and I don't quite understand how we blew a hole in the ground.
Wait.
Our armor
Oh,
blocks
it was one of
apparently
the
did it.
spotlights.
Yeah, and our armor blocks that we used to have between the wheels.
And one of the blocks I was standing on.
Acceptable losses.
That was something. We are now heading south again. We have got terrain that we might actually be able to make progress over.
Oh, there's an escort carrier.
And yep, and on that bombshell, although I feel like Wasted needs to say that one.
And on that bombshell, back to the studio.
Yep.
Having successfully navigated Crocodile Ravine.
Whoops, I'm in creative mode.
Yeah, she flew like a, I don't know, slightly overweight dog.
Yep. Yep, accurate. Very accurate. Oh, man. Well, do you guys want to meet me on the front? of the rover. Or actually, we could probably go out the front. Nah, the front's standing on the front's the best. Having made it another 2-ish kilometers from the North Pole in 4 hours. A grand total of 500 meters an hour. Where are you, Capac?
I'm approaching at fairly high speed.
Please tell me you're going to hit somewhere I can see you hit.
I'm going to hit the ground over here.
Oh. Well, Capac will be back momentarily.
Ow. Oh, I fell through the world.
Hey, Capac's back. He's apparently going to get his stuff.
Drew. I reckon they might be sponsored by Castlemaine Forex.
Oh, there's my body.
Apparently, someone left some Castlemaine at the other pole.
Well, guys, thanks everyone for coming. Thank you so much, Wasted, for joining me. And as I mentioned earlier, we will be doing some Kerbal Space Engineering over on his channel on my Sunday morning, which is Saturday evening for most people.
Yep, we're going to launch him at the moon, and it's going to be hilarious.
Yeah. And if you haven't seen what he's done so far, you need to watch those streams, which I have linked in the community post, so that you can have an idea of what exactly we're going to be getting up to, because it looks like it's going to be a whole lot of fun. So there's all that, and plenty more Capac to come, and we will see you guys then. Jeez. Never change, Capac. Never change.
Do 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 do.